is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, if you guys take a look, we're gonna be delivering this gas, or I guess fuel tanker, that's what it's technically called, a fuel tanker, to the brand new truck stop, where I guess the truck stop where the map expansion is. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, because we're gonna be refilling some gas stations today. So let's begin. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today we're gonna be playing Southern Mudding. If you guys didn't know, they just dropped a massive update, and in the update they added a huge map expansion and two new vehicles, which is this one right here. Look at this beautiful Escalade. This thing is a complete whoa, I can even open up the bag. Yo, that is pretty cool, you guys. Look at that. This is a W vehicle, probably one of my favorite SUVs that they have added in Southern Mudding. But they also ended up adding another vehicle, which is this truck right here. Look at this. This is a really nice looking truck. I believe this should be a GMC, but I didn't have enough time to customize it until now, which we're gonna go and take it towards the mechanic shop and customize this. Hold on, let me close my door, and then we're gonna make our way towards the gasoline station, because we're gonna be delivering gas to the brand new truck stop in the brand new town. Which, if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, because it does mean a lot to me. And let's begin with this video. So let me continue hopping in. I'm probably gonna make the GMC like a nice color red, because a lot of the GMCs I see right now are probably gray and red. So I think a nice red would be fantastic onto this truck right here. So let's go outside. And wait, can I open up the trunk? Yo, I can open up the tailgate. Yo, that is pretty sick. But before we customize this truck, let me quickly open up the garage and let's quickly pull in. So let me carefully do this. Let me turn it on and let's start customizing this bad boy. So I think first things first is we gotta change up the color. We might do oh yeah, we did say we were gonna do a red. So let's do a nice red, maybe a little bit darker. Oh yeah, we are now cooking, chat. We're gonna change up the wheels. I think the mudders look pretty nice. Oh, these look pretty nice as well. Oh, but these look even better. All right, let's get the mud warriors. We're gonna get the mud warriors. We're gonna increase the transparency on our windows, because we don't like to be a fishbowl. We like our vehicles to be pretty tinted. And I'm gonna increase the height on this. I'm gonna give it some camber, just like so. I'm gonna increase the shock dampening and then the stiffness, of course. And where are the tires? I think I missed getting the tires. So there we go. Now we got some tires on this bad boy, and I believe I added a little bit too much camber, so let me fix a little bit of that. And we can't forget about the tire width. Let's add a little bit, and we are gonna make these a little bit taller, just like so. Actually, you know what? We can probably make this even taller. There we go. And then I'm gonna add some offset just so the tires can poke out just a little bit, and then I'm gonna tuck this one in just like so. And lastly, we're gonna add some coal, some superchargers. We're gonna absolutely make this into a beast, and we're gonna finish it off with adding a light bar. Or actually, you know what? Which one looks better, this one or this one? I think this one looks pretty nice. And I think that is gonna be it for, oh, we could add a winch as well. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, I think we are now ready. I'm not gonna add any rock lights since this is gonna be an off-roading machine, but we are now done customizing this thing. Let's give it a little nice test. I think there should be like a little mudding pit right around here, so let's give it a test on this area. But so far this thing is looking pretty cool, you guys. Look at this. This thing looks pretty nice. I feel like I should have made the tires a little bit wider, but we're gonna test it right now. Let's see if this thing works. So let's go through the mud. All right, let's see. Oh, not bad. All right, so far I am pretty impressed with this thing. Hopefully we do not flip over, which it looks like we are not flipping over. This actually might be a mudding monster, which just means that it's really good at mudding. But so far this is a really nice GMC, which I think it should be a GMC. If it's not a GMC, you guys can feel free to correct me. Let's give this truck a little nice car wash, because it is now super dirty. Look how dirty this thing got. So we're gonna quickly pull into the car wash. We're gonna get a nice auto car wash right here. Let me click on that. Let's get this thing clean, like brand spanking new. And look at that, this thing is brand new. But we can now make our way towards the gas station, which is like literally right here, and we can pull in and park it. Where should we park this thing? We should probably park it right here in the front of the gas station. There we go. We're gonna be right back. Oh my goodness, there's bushes. We're gonna be right back and leave our brand new truck right here. This thing is pretty cool. Yo, I ended up cooking with this build. But anyways, we're gonna get into the tanker right here, into this gas tanker, and deliver it towards the brand new truck stop. I'm gonna quickly hop in. So there we go. I'm gonna turn off the hazard lights because it is no longer an emergency, and we're gonna start making our way towards the truck stop right now. So let me make sure I am going the right way. So I'm gonna quickly open up my maps, and okay, it looks like we're going the right way, and it's telling me to go towards the right. That is gonna be where the brand new town is gonna be, and the truck stop where we're gonna be delivering the gas for, which I am super excited. If you guys haven't seen my update video, make make sure to check out my main channel, Hakai Plays, and you guys are gonna be able to see my reaction. But anyways, let's make a left turn right here, and then we're gonna be able to make a right turn down this road. And I believe this should be the road that is going to take us to the town. By the way, this thing is so heavy, you guys. Oh, whoa, what is this? Is this the brand new highway? Yo, this is freaking sick. Okay, so I'm gonna try to go on the right side. I don't know if my tanker is gonna be able to fit, which it is going to be a really tight fit. Please do not hit the rail. Oh my goodness, you guys, that was a super close call. We almost ended up hitting the rail, and I just saved myself getting sued by the city. But anyways, there seems to be a nice farm on the right side. I wonder if we can crop those things. I think that's pretty interesting, and I don't see the truck stop as of yet. We might have to continue going a little bit down, so I'm gonna step on it and I'm gonna go the speed limit, which it does say 65 miles per hour. Wow, there is a lot of farming. Look, there's farming on the left side, and then there's farming on the right side, and then the truck stop is literally down right here. Oh my goodness, that was actually pretty fast because of the highway. That's pretty sick. Dude, I am speechless on how amazing this highway is. But anyways, let's quickly pull up to the truck stop. We are now at the truck stop, and where do we actually fill up? I don't know where we fill up. Wait, do we fill up in the back, or where do we fill up? I actually don't know, you guys. Let me go around. I'm gonna drive around the entire station and see if I could find where we're gonna have to refuel these pumps at. But oh, talking about pumps, I think we just found this. We're gonna park this thing right here. It looks like they have diesel, regular, and premium, so we're gonna park our semi right here. We're gonna turn on the hazards and turn off the engine because gas is super expensive, you guys. So we're gonna go and start connecting these hoses. We're gonna remove the lids. There we go. Remove this lid, and then we're gonna remove this last lid, just like so. What is this, by the way? Free air? Why is this right here? Anyways, I'm gonna start connecting these hoses. One is going right here, number 2 is going right here, and then number 3 is gonna go towards the premium side, just like so. We're gonna get that thing fueled up, and we're gonna get all these gas stations filled up to the brim with a wait a minute, premium and regular. Where's the diesel? Oh, the diesel is right here. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so clumsy. So let's quickly see. And oh, okay, I see diesel. Oh, okay, I didn't know. And I think we are now done with refueling the gas, so I'm gonna quickly remove all of the hoses. 1, 2, and then we're gonna grab 3. There we go. We're gonna put all of the hoses back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna turn off the button, which should be on the end right here. Let me just click on that. There we go. And this gas station should be pretty much full, like brand spanking new. And now I'm gonna get back into my semi. There we go. And then we're gonna take the highway back. Wait, can I go through here? Yeah, let's actually do that. I don't see anyone coming, so I'm gonna quickly cross right here, and then we're gonna go and take this road. Now I think my exit should be the next one, not this one right here, and then that one should lead us back to the main and original city that we came from, so we can finish off this job and finish delivering gas. So we're gonna take this off ramp right here, and then we're gonna make a left turn. But before we do, we gotta make a stop. Press on the brakes, you guys. Press on the brake. Let's make a left turn since it is now clear. Make sure we don't hit the rail, which it looks like we did not because I am a professional and one of the best drivers in Southern Mudding. So I think we just take this. Oh yeah, we did come from this road. Dude, I am a genius. I might be the smartest person in the world. Anyways, I think there should be an intersection right here where we're going to be able to make a left turn. So I'm going to start slowing down. There we go. And make a gigantic turn. Please do not go off-roading. All right. Oh, dude, that was so close. I almost ended up going off-roading into the grass. My heart sank. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys take a look, I am pretty smart because we are now back in town. What did I say, you guys? And now since we are now arriving back at the gas station, we're gonna pull in and we're gonna fill this last one up. So let's go through the stop sign. Oh my goodness, it's about to turn red. Go. Dude, that was actually pretty close, you guys. And we're gonna make a right turn right here. Let's see, where can we fuel up gas? I actually don't know where we could fuel up gas. Interesting. We might have to pretend, you guys, which we've been doing all along. Let me quickly turn on the emergency lights or the hazard lights, whichever you would like to call them. Put this thing in park, turn it off, and I'm gonna quickly connect the hoses to the imaginary refueling pumps. So 1, 2, 3. We're gonna let that fuel up, and we're gonna go inside the gas station and grab some snacks because I am really hungry while this station ends up refueling with gas. So let's open up the doors. Let's see. Oh, we can grab some chips. No way. We got some sun chips? Oh, crushed chips. My bad. And then we cannot forget about the drinks. We gotta grab a little drinky. Let's actually give this a test before we do buy. So let's give it a little test. And oh my goodness. Wow, this is actually pretty good. It's kind of like a lime soda. It's really good. But let me quickly check out. We don't want to be stealing, you guys, because that is not okay. And then, oh, what is this? This is pretty cool. And then I think that is gonna be it for this trip. I don't think they're open yet. What the heck are they selling? They're selling sandwiches and then like burritos and then like KFC. What the hell? I don't know what they're selling, but we're gonna eat some of the chips and we're gonna quickly remove the hoses. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we gotta press on the button on the other side to close the valves, just like so. And I think that was a pretty nice job. I'm gonna leave this right here because they're gonna pick it up in the morning. But let me know, is this a W or an L update? And if you guys also did enjoy delivering the gas to the brand new truck stop in Southern Muddy, let me know. I'm quickly opening up all these doors because it looks pretty cool. And these are the vehicles that they added in today's update. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button because it means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Bye. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another 8 p.m. video, American Plains Muddy. And today we have a warehouse job, kind of, because we're going to be delivering so many supplies and materials and helping the Plain Tool Store restock because they're very low on supplies. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. So let's begin. We have our beautiful GMC Denali Ultimate right here. Let me hop in. I'm gonna turn on this bad boy and we are gonna make our way towards the trailer store because the first task is to pick up a trailer so we can pull it up and load all of these materials and then take them to the Plain Tool Store. So we have a very busy day today because if you look carefully, it is 9 a.m. and we have less than 5 hours to go and grab up multiple pallets of seeds and grab a bunch of hay bales so we can drop them off at the store. So let's begin by turning our signals and making a left turn, and then we're gonna drive down and make our way towards, actually, you know what, we can actually make a right turn right here. Let me just turn on my blinkers and go through the back of the car wash because this is kind of like a little secret path, so make sure you guys don't tell anyone. But that is pretty much on what is on today's agenda, is go pick up this trailer, which we're gonna do right now, and then start making our way towards the warehouse where they have all the pallets of seed, and then we're gonna go and grab some hay bales at a farm that my buddy has. But for now, let me get this thing connected, throw down the tailgate, and boom, look at that. And before we do actually end up leaving, let me quickly pull up my tailgate because I kind of have a pet peeve when that thing is down, and take a look at my awesome running boards. Look at that, so fancy. All right, no playing around, guys. No more jokes in game. We have to get serious because we do not have too much time. And oh my goodness, look at that, it's already 10 p.m. You see, you guys, we have a little bit of fun and time just flies so fast. But let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a left turn right here. Beautiful turn. So my plan is to fill this trailer right here that we are carrying with at least like 3 pallets of seeds, and then fill up the rest of this trailer with hay bales. I think we're gonna go and pick up some of the square hay bales because if we try to pick up the other type of hay bales that are kind of like big circles, then those things are just gonna roll off and we're not gonna be able to take them to the tool store. But anyways, as you guys can see, we have now arrived at the 8 p.m. We're gonna go and start loading in the trailer. I think I might back into this, who knows. Wait, should I enter through here? Because I do believe there's another entrance on this side of the building, and I feel like it would be easier. We could just enter through here and then exit from this side. You know what, that is a good idea. Let me open up this door, and then once this opens, we're gonna go inside and then open this one as well, so we can just go around and make it easier for us. Since we are on a limited time, we cannot be wasting time. Every single second counts. So let's quickly go around. I'm gonna try not to hit any of these buildings, and let's start pulling in. And oh my goodness, this is gonna be a super tight turn. And look at that. All right, I think I'm doing a really good job, you guys. I'm gonna throw my truck and park and turn off the engine. So let's quickly get off. I was gonna throw down the ramps, but I think I could just load up the pallets of seeds on the side. So let's quickly do that. I'm gonna hop in. Let me turn this thing on, and let me turn on the lights because we are gonna be using this forklift. And do not worry, you guys, I am forklift certified, so you guys can trust me with this machine. All right, so we have the first pallet connected. Let me start raising them, and then we're gonna get closer to the trailer and start loading these bad boys. Let me just align myself, and then I'm gonna start unloading them just like so. And boom, look at that, we have our first pallet loaded on top of the trailer. Now let me just lower the forks because we're gonna grab our second one, and boom, that was was easy. Let me start raising the forks because we're gonna put it right next to the first one. Let me continue raising this, and I believe this one is gonna go right here. So let me unload this. It is starting to look really good. Let me just finish off this job, or I guess this section of the job, by getting another pallet of seeds and loading up the trailer. Let me carefully do this, unload, and boom, look at that. We are officially done with loading up the pallets of seed. Let me just get this forklift parked right here in the corner. I'm gonna lower the forks first because I don't want anyone to poke their eyes out. And then let me turn off the hazard lights and turn off the engine, and boom, that is perfect. Now before we actually head out, let me close the door on this side of the garage, and then we're gonna be able to hop into our truck and get out of here. You know what, I should probably close the garage door on this side as well. Let me quickly do this. Is this thing gonna fall? That thing better not fall. If it falls, I am so cooked, you guys, because that means that we're gonna have to make our way back and grab another pallet of seed. But let's not worry about that right now. Let's start making our way towards the farm. And now the farm that we gotta make our way towards, hold on, let me just make sure this thing does not fall. All right, my pallets of seeds are still on. Now, like I was saying, the farm is gonna be right down the street actually. Let me just quickly check my map, and it's gonna be right here. So let's make a right turn on this intersection. I'm gonna turn on my blinkers just like so, and let's start turning. Alrighty everyone, we have arrived at the second property. Well, I guess my buddy's house, like I was talking about earlier today, and we're gonna pick up these square hay bales and load up the trailer with them. By the way, I don't know what time is it. We're gonna check right now. Hopefully we are still doing pretty good on time, but I'm gonna park my truck right there and let's check the time, and then we have less than 2 hours. Oh my goodness, we gotta hurry up. All right, so for this job I will pull down the ramps because it's gonna be easier for me to grab the hay bales and then walk up. I don't want to be jumping and then hurting my back, because if I do, then I'm probably not gonna be able to do APM videos for a while. And oh my goodness, this is so heavy. Holy moly guacamole, this is so heavy. All right, so we're gonna get our first one loaded up right here on the corner, and then let me grab another hay bale, and then we're gonna fill up this side of the trailer. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible because this is so heavy, you guys. So let's put this hay bale right here. Let's continue with our third one. There's no way I could do this. I'm not sure how anyone can do this. All right, let's place our second hay bale. And how many more do we need? We need about 1 2 3 4 5, like 6 more hay bales. Hopefully we have enough time to finish this job because I really want to get paid. So let's load up the fifth one. I think this is the fifth one. Is this the fifth one? Wait, 1 2 3 4 5th. Yeah, this is the fifth one. Now this one is gonna go on this side right here, so let's put that one there, and I think we can put like 2 more. I don't know, let's see. Oh, actually, you know what, we could put like 3 more. If not, then I'm gonna try my best to squeeze in more, because the more we can put in, then the more they can pay us. All right, so let's place this one right here. Let me get a little bit closer, and okay, let's go. We're almost done, you guys. I'm really hoping that these hay bales do not fall, but let me place the last hay bale, and boom, look at that. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, about 9 hay bales. So let me throw up the ramps just like so, and I think we are now ready to go. Let me just make sure the ramps are nice and connected so we can get out of here, which it looks like everything is going perfect and smooth. So let me hop into my pickup and let's start getting out of here. I'm gonna try to drive as slow as possible because we cannot be losing any of our materials, because one hard turn is probably going to end in a disaster and half of our supplies on the ground, and we do not want that. So let's make a left turn right here. Everything seems to be still on our trailer, and now the plain tool store should be located right here across the trailer store and located right here. But with that in mind, we have the intersection, which means we can make a right turn. So let's start pulling in, and then we're gonna be able to pull into the plain tool store. Is that the name of the spot? For a second I thought I was wrong. All right, so I think we gotta turn this thing around. I'm gonna have to do some type of U-turn, so my driving skills are gonna have to pay off right here. Oh my goodness, I might actually be the GOAT at this game. I am impressed with myself. All right, so it looks like I need to open up the garage. All right, so before I actually finish up backing up, I gotta open up the garage door so we can unload all of this stuff. I'm gonna try to get as close as possible. I don't know how to open that, so I think I need to go inside and open it. So let's go inside the store and go through the back and try to open that garage door, because I cannot open it from the back. So let's open up the doors. Hold on, let me just close this so none of the employees have access to this. And oh, there's another office right here, and look at that, we have another forklift ready to be used. And here's the button of the door, so let's click it and it should now be opening all the way to the roof so we can finish backing this thing up. Now I think I should probably take the forklift forklift out first so we can back this trailer up. So let me quickly do this. I'm going to turn this thing on, turn on the hazard lights. I'm going to leave it parked right here. So let's quickly jump right back into my truck and finish this job. All right, so I'm going to park it right here just to unload the hay bales, and then we'll move it right back forward so we can pick up those pallets of seeds. But for now, let's quickly do these hay bales. I don't know where they want them. I'm going to try to put them right here. I don't know if it's going to be a good spot. Oh, that's actually, yeah, that works. So let's finish up by removing all of these hay bales. I think I'm going to try to stack them. If that works, oh, look at that. That's looking amazing. So let me throw one right here. There we go. And then I'm going to fix this one. I think it might need to go on its own spot. So let's place it right there. You know what? I should probably put a hay bale on each kind of, what is this, like shelves. I think that'd be pretty cool. So let me continue picking up all the hay bales. I feel like I'm not doing any progress. And oh my goodness. Oh no. Open. Whoop. I didn't mean to do that. All right. So let me continue by picking up the hay bales and putting them on the shelf. So this one's going to go right here. How many more do we have? I feel like I've been doing this forever. All right. We got 3 more to go. We're almost done with this job. I'm going to try to put this one on top. I don't know if that is going to work. Oh, it does work. All right. Nice. All right. Finally, we are on to our second to last one. And this one is going to go right here on the second shelf. And let's grab the last one. Let's go. I am so happy. We're almost done. I'm going to place this one on the second shelf as well. So, there you go. It's kind of on the edge, so kind of living like me on the edge. That is done. I think I'm gonna pull up the ramps, and then I'm gonna start to try to unload these pallets of seeds, but one of them ended up falling from my trailer. I'm gonna go in the forklift and I'm gonna try to pull it out with the forks. So let me quickly lower this a little bit, and boom, look at that. I am a genius, you guys. That's why you guys watch the best YouTuber, which is me. I'm gonna move my truck a little bit forward so we can have space to go inside and load up these pallets of seeds. I can grab this pallet once again and go inside so we can deliver it. Unload, and boom, I might have broken the other pallet. Whoops, that's fine. We're gonna continue with loading up the second pallet, raise the forks, and I actually don't know where this one is gonna go. Let's see if there is any space. I don't think there's any space, so I might just line them up right here. That's good right there. Unload, and boom, perfect. I think that was a kind of a really high drop. I did not mean to do that. Grab this pallet, and we're gonna go back inside and we're gonna drop these, and this one is gonna go right here. Awesome. Now the forklift, I'm probably gonna leave it right out here because I don't think it should be inside of the warehouse, especially that there is not any more space. So let's leave this parked right here. So we have all of the hay bales inside the warehouse, and we have the 3 pallets of seeds ready to be used and restocked. But before we do leave, let me just close the door, let me press on the button, and let's start making our way out of here. I'm gonna quickly drop this trailer off right at the trailer store, but anyways, I'm gonna start making my way back home, and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, home sweet home. We are now back at my house. I'm gonna quickly turn around and get my beautiful GMC Denali Ultimate parked right here on my driveway. Now let me throw this in park, turn it off, and boom, what the hell? What the heck just happened to my truck? I think I'm being haunted, you guys. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another American Plains modding video, and today we have quite the surprise because if we turn around, you're gonna see that we have this nice square body truck. Dude, this thing is quite the beauty, and we're gonna be turning it into a flatbed pickup. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So we're gonna get into this beautiful truck. Let me hop in, let me turn this thing on, and we are gonna start making our way towards the mechanic shop so we can transform this thing, and then we're gonna go and deliver a special surprise to my friend's house. So we have quite the day today, and the crazy part about this is that we gotta do this before the sun sets. So let's make that right turn onto this dirt road just like so, and all we gotta do is step on it all the way until we arrive to the mechanic shop, which is right here. I think it's called Tenny or Tenny's, but we are gonna be at the shop so we can turn this thing and transform it. But it looks like we do have an intersection, so let's come to a stop. Intersection seems to be clear, so let's make that crossing. And now I should have gone through the back of the trailer store. It's kind of a shortcut. That's fine, we're pretty much here. Alrighty, everyone, we have finally arrived at Tenny, or yeah, it does say Tenny, the mechanic shop, and we are gonna pull this thing into the garage. But before I do, I'm gonna open up this door just like so, and then I can hop right back in so we can start customizing this puppy. So let's quickly customize this truck. I kind of want to make it like a dark color. Let's do a black. I haven't done black in a while, so let's do a nice black. Let's add some reflectance, and should we add some tint to the windows? I don't know if I should add some tint. You know what, let's keep it clear for now. Let's max out the engine with 25 extra power and 2 nice superchargers. I mean turbochargers. Jeez Louise. All right, now for the suspension, I am gonna raise this a little bit higher. We are gonna be doing some heavy jobs, so I want this thing to be nice and tall. Let me just raise this as well. There we go. And let's see. Oh, we could add some a little bit of camber. Let me add a little bit of camber, like a tiny sprinkle. I'm gonna reduce some of the spring from the front and back. I am gonna make the wheels a little bit bigger, just a little bit, not too crazy. And I am gonna make them a little bit wider. Nice. I think this truck is looking pretty nice. Let me just fix the offset just like so. Let's move on to the rims. I kind of don't know what rims. Oh, these look nice. I kind of want to keep these. All right, let me finish looking through here. Let's see if I find. Oh, I like these as well. Oh, we could add the dually on this thing. No, that's that looks a little bit weird. So I think I'm gonna go back and maybe keep these. I think I really like them, but these are nice as well. Oh my goodness, you guys, I have so many choices. All right, you know what, let's just go with them. I've made up my mind. We're gonna go with those. I'm gonna increase the height. There we go. And the bulge just a tad. Nothing too crazy, you guys. So let's add some brand new tires, and that is gonna be it for the basic customization. Now this is gonna be the fun part because we get to add the bed. So let me put the bed, and what the heck, why is this not working? Am I supposed to remove the bed and then place it? Oh, there you go. Oh, I'm so clumsy. All right, we've got the flatbed loaded on top of that. Let's see if we can add anything else, which I don't think we need anything else. We could add some nice cab lights. I think that looks pretty sick. I'm probably gonna make those orange. Let's add some mud flaps. Yes, we do need some mud flaps. So let's add some mud flap. And are we done yet? I mean, we could add some running boards, but I don't know if that looks a little bit weird. Does that look a little bit weird? I don't know. Oh, I like that one. All right, let's add this one. And we are, oh no, we are not done. I forgot to make the cab lights orange. Customization, cab lights. Then we go to orange. Boom. Awesome. And then we just make the wheels chrome. Let's go to rims and then chrome. Oh yeah, we are cooking, chats. And we should be officially done with this build. So let's quickly pull it out. We're gonna take a good look at the sun. Not at the sun. We're gonna take a good look outside where the sun is. That's what I meant. And holy moly guacamole, did we not cook, chat? Look at this. This looks insane. So we've got the brand new cab lights, the flatbed on the pickup, and we got some nice chrome wheels on this thing. Oh yeah, and the running boards. That looks pretty sick. Not bad, you guys. I think I might have cooked on this one, but enough of the yap. Now it's time to go and grab the special gift that we are going to be delivering to my friend's house. So let's make our way towards the Plain Tool store so we can grab the things that we need. And let me also change the drivetrain on this. I'm going to change it to 4-wheel drive because I feel like my back tires are kind of kicking a little bit too much. So as a safety precaution, I'm going to change the drivetrain. So it looks like with all that yapping, we are now at the Plain Tool store. So let's quickly park up at the front. Do not worry, you guys. This is going to be a quick run. We're just going to go inside and grab 2 of these ramps, 1 and 2. There we go. And now we just tell the good sir, yo, I want to check out these huge ramps. Oh, sure, you can buy it. It's free. Oh my goodness, he just said it's free. All right, so we're going to grab the ramps and we are going to place it. Actually, you know what? Before we do place them, we got to walk over here because we have the gifts inside the garage that we made. It was a purchase that I kind of made last night. So let's open up the garage. We're going to click on the magic button, which is going to allow us to open up this nice and tall garage. And if we take a look at this beautiful ATV, this is the gift that we are going to be delivering. So let me hop in. Let me turn on this bad boy. And oh my goodness, this thing is pretty nice. I really love the colors on this thing. It looks really cool. Honestly, I kind of want to give it like a little joyride. Hold on. What is this button? Oh my goodness. Look at this. Whee! Yo! Oh my goodness. I just almost crashed his gift. All right, you know what? Let me go back. We got to get this thing loaded back onto that flatbed. So let me pull into the plaza, and we are going to quickly, hold on. Let me see. How am I going to align this? Like right here. So that's going to be the sweet spot. Let's start putting the ramps down. One ramp goes there, and the second ramp goes right there. Actually, you know what? I think I could scooch it up a little bit towards the left. There we go. Let me quickly load up this ATV in the back of the flatbed. Let me carefully do this. Oh, hold on. This is is a little bit sketchy since it is pretty small. So let me turn off the engine, put it in park, and boom, look at that. Let me just quickly tie down the straps on each corner just like so, and that is gonna be the ATV loaded on the pickup. Honestly, this looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna remove the ramps and then we're gonna throw them in the back. Let me throw them right there, and we can now get into the pickup and start making our way towards my buddy house so we can get this thing delivered. So let's pull out. We are gonna be making a right turn right here, so let's turn on those blinkers. And before we make our way towards his house, we have a gigantic intersection which we can make a turn on because I don't see any cars coming, so it's pretty clear we can make that nice and safe turn. So his house is gonna be towards the end, all the way right here. He does live quite far away. Oh wait, that's the wrong address. He actually lives on the right side. Oh dang, he lives not too far away from me. That's pretty cool. I did not know he lived that close next to me. So let's look for his house. I don't see his house so far. I thought it was gonna be around this area. Hold on, let me check the map. And oh, it says it's right there. What? All right, so let me take this road right here. I don't know if this is gonna be the correct road to make my way to his house, but let's take it. And oh my goodness, what is this? What did we just find? Dude, this road is so bumpy. Holy moly guacamole. I almost ended up flipping over, but since I am one of the best drivers in APM, we did not flip over. But what the hurly? Ooh, the water is kind of cold. I am not gonna be jumping in today, but this is a really nice area. I should probably camp here, but I think his house is up on that hill, but I don't know where to go. Let's continue driving forward and see if we can find his house. So let's take this road right here. And oh my goodness, I seriously gotta slow down because this road is pretty bumpy. And look at that, we found a new road, which I believe this should lead us to his house. And dude, how come the road all over this area is so bumpy? What the heckers? And look at that, we have arrived at his house. So let me put this thing in park. Let me hop out. We're gonna take out the ramps. So let me open up the bag. Let me grab those ramps and let's place them right. I'm gonna place one right here, and I'm gonna place the second one right there. So let me hop in. Hold on. Let me take off the straps. There we go. The straps should be now off, and let's carefully unload this beautiful ATV. Dude, since my friend is gonna be having a happy birthday, this is the gift that I got him, but he will not arrive till the afternoon. But when he gets home, he's gonna be able to see his surprise. So let's get this thing loaded. I mean, not loaded. Parked right in his garage. So let me do this. Let me park it, turn off the engine, and boom. Look at this thing. This thing is one of the most beautiful ATVs I have seen in my life. But enough glazing. Let's close up his garage. There we go. That thing is gonna be closed up, and I will be back for the party. But for now, we gotta go and return it this. Oh, hold on. We gotta remove these ramps. Let me take off this ramp and that ramp, and we should get out of here. But honestly, this build was probably really nice looking because take a look. Yo, we 100% ended up cooking up, chats. By the way, where did I grab this truck? Oh wait, I grabbed it from my house. So I guess in that case, let me just turn around right here. I'm gonna do a little 3-point turn and make my way back to my house, because if you guys forgot, my house is right there. I literally live like 2 roads down from where he lives. It's pretty funny. I did not know that. But let's make a right turn. Let's make sure the road is clear. All right, let's make that turn. And I'm so excited to arrive to my big mansion, home sweet home. By the way, I kind of wish that you could like lower. I think that would be a really nice feature where I could lower this and then I could just like load up ATVs and stuff like that instead of just putting the ramps. I feel like that's way more work, but nonetheless, this is a really nice build that we ended up doing today. Let me know if I ended up cooking with this build, chat. We need some W's in the chat. Anyways, we have arrived. Oh, hold on. Let me throw these ramps in the back. I'm gonna throw these ramps in the back. There we go. And we arrived before the sun sets. I think that was quite the mission. By far, one of my favorite ones of this week. And if you guys did enjoy as well, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next video. What everyone, welcome back to another video. And today's video, we're gonna be delivering, well, first we have to pick up the biggest semi in APM, and then we gotta deliver this to a warehouse that is located in the city. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. Let's begin with the video. So we're gonna be taking I don't know, I really want to take my work truck today because this thing is a complete beast. Look at this thing. It's even got 2 tires in the rear from each side, but I kind of want to have fun. Let's take the TRX because I don't think I've driven this in a while. I think the last time I drove this thing was probably in 4 videos ago, so it's been quite a while since we've taken this thing on a job, and this job is gonna pay me around, oh, I missed my turn. Hold on, let me turn right here. This job is going to pay me at least $2,000. Yeah, this thing is gonna be quite the profitable and nice paying job. But anyways, our first task is to make our way to the warehouse so we can pick up a trailer and the semi. Thankfully, it is going to be located right there, so we don't have to be traveling too much today. We just got to pick up these two things up, and then we're gonna make our way and get this huge semi and bring it back. But our main goal is to do this within 1 hour. We only have 1 hour, so I'm gonna try to do this as fast as possible because there's also going to be a huge update in Southern Mudding, or at least that's what I've heard. If not, then I'm probably still gonna make an update video on it. Anyways, we are here at the warehouse. As you guys can see, this is Tenny's or Tenny. I'm not sure if you guys can see because of the sun, but Tenny, like I said, quite a weird name. I'm not sure where that comes from or what it means, but I'm gonna park my truck right around here. I'm thinking about parking it right up front. We're gonna leave it over here. Yeah, let's park it. Oh my goodness. Whoops, I think I broke their window. Yeah, let me just park this thing and get out of here. All right, park this thing and let's go. Whoops. Yeah, I completely ended up damaging the front window. All right, let's find the semi and the trailer. So far, oh, never mind. Now that I speak of it, the trailer seems to be right here, so we're gonna be using this trailer. This thing is humongous. Oh my goodness, how many tires and wheels does this thing have? 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Dude, this thing is humongous. This thing has 6 in the back, and then I'm guessing the semi should be right around here. I was right. I was 100% right. The semi is going to be right here. Honestly, this is my favorite semi in APM. I think my favorite semi has to be the new one with the flatbed. Dude, that semi is pretty nice looking. But let me hop in. We're gonna be turning on our beacons just like so, and let me close my garage, or I guess the garage, as we leave. So now we just gotta slowly back into this thing. I'm gonna try to connect it without damaging anything, so that should be good right there. First try, and we are now connected to the trailer. Look at this thing. You can actually also turn on the extender. Look, I'm gonna press it in 3, 2, and 1. Look at that. These are the extenders, just in case you guys are hauling anything bigger, like one of those farm tractors or something like that. You can use these, or even the monster truck. You can put this, and it helps putting the monster truck on this trailer. But I'm gonna hop into the semi. We're gonna turn this thing on, and let's start making our way to the gas station, because that is going to be the location the semi is going to be at. So let's start making our way over there. It looks like we are almost like 20 minutes into the job, so it looks like we have about 40 minutes to finish this job. So let's hurry up and make our way to the gas station. But if you guys are excited for tomorrow's video, make sure you guys are subscribed, because tomorrow is the day when 8 p.m. is going to have another update. So I'm really excited. I don't know what the update is going to be about, but I will make a video on it tomorrow morning. But anyways, we just gotta go all the way straight, all the way towards the end of the map, and then we're gonna be able to see the gas station. Let me just check my map. Yes, we are going the right direction, and okay, it looks like we are going the right direction, but they should remodel this thing, in my opinion, because this thing is quite old in the inside. I feel like they could put some like cabin lights that we could turn on. Yeah, that would be pretty sick. But anyways, I see the gas station in the distance. That means we are getting really close, so I'm gonna start slowing down, and I'm gonna turn on my blinkers, because we're gonna make a left turn right here. All right, let's pull in. Oh no, this is gonna be a headache. This is so long. All right, it's not too bad. And it looks like the trailer is going to be, I mean, did I just say trailer? The semi is going to be right here. So I'm thinking about parking this thing kind of like straight parallel, and then parking the semi on top of it. So this is going to be quite the tedious job. So let me carefully do this. I'm gonna back up. I'm kind of rusty. It's been a while since I've driven these huge trailers, and I think that is going to be perfect. All right, let me turn off the truck, and I'm gonna quickly disconnect this from this side. I was getting confused. From this side, there we go. And then we're just gonna pull forward, so then we're gonna be able to load up the semis. I think this should be good right here, and then we can finally hop in the semi. So let me hop in, and we turn the thing, and oh my goodness, this thing looks so good. Honestly, maybe this one looks way better than that one. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Let me back this thing up, and let's get this thing finally loaded onto the trailer. Well, you know what? Let me actually reverse into this thing. When we unload the semi, it's gonna be way much easier to take it off if we are parked like this. So let me carefully do this. We don't have to put the extenders, which is fine. Dude, oh my goodness, I already messed up. All right, let me do this one more time, just like so, and perfect. I'm gonna try to park it right here, and look at that. We have the longest semi in APM loaded up on the trailer. We can now take this to the warehouse. You guys might have seen it, and now we can hop into our semi. There we go, and finally get this thing connected. So I'm gonna carefully do this. I think I just back up straight, and come on, first try. Come on, it's not connecting. Come on. Oh my goodness, there we go. Let's give it a 360 check just to make sure everything is nice and safe and secure. All right, this side is strapped down, this side is strapped down. All right, nice. I think we are now ready to make our way over to the warehouse. I just wanted to be safe, make sure this semi wasn't flying down the mountain when we make a turn. So let me hop in, turn this thing on, and let's make our way to the warehouse. I am so grateful that everything has been going super smooth. I mean, so far. Let me knock on wood and make sure that nothing actually happens. But we're gonna make a huge turn. Oh my goodness, are we gonna hit it? Are we gonna hit the side? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. We almost ended up hitting the side of the store. Look at that. Yo, I am one of the best players in APM. Look at this. I can barely fit through this. Oh, yo, that is crazy. All right, let me hop into the semi and let's continue with our journey, or I guess delivering this thing. So let me hop in. Let's turn on my blinkers because I'm gonna make a right turn right here. So looks like there is no traffic, and let's make our super wide turn. Oh my goodness, this is super scary. Oh, we kind of hit the stop sign. Whoops, sorry. No one saw that. You guys don't tell anyone that I ended up hitting the stop sign. All right, we can now make our way to the warehouse, which is going to be located right around here. And let me check on time. We have about 20, actually we have about 15 minutes to go, so we're gonna step on the gas. Come on, let's go, because we gotta turn in the semi on time. I also have to do some other jobs in APM. I'm kind of low on money, but that's because I still need to pay off my TRX. Alrighty, we have the intersection coming up, so we gotta start slowing down because this thing is heavy. Like, I'm talking about really heavy. All right, let's turn right here. Let's see if we can do this in the first try. Oh, no, we cannot do it on the first try. I spoke way too soon. All right, let's now try this one more time. And all right, nice. We're gonna have to go off-roading a little bit, but that is fine because we have successfully turned, and it looks like the server is very empty. Where is everyone? What happened to everyone? I'm all alone in the city, so make sure to like and subscribe. It means so much to me. And let's see, where is the warehouse? Oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness, I'm such a noob. Alrighty, everyone, we have the warehouse right here, and oh my goodness, look at my truck. Does my truck not look really good? It does, but I'm not sure if I should back into this thing or I should just go through. I think it's gonna look cooler if I back into it. All right, let me do that then. If I'm gonna get more aura, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna have to pull into here so we can back into the garage, or I guess this warehouse that I was talking about. So it looks like I am straight in the middle. Dude, I am so crooked. But before I actually fix myself, let me open up the garage right here, the door. So let me do that, and then yeah, I gotta fix this thing. I'm gonna end up hitting the pole right here. So I think I have to pull a little bit forward first, and then I'm gonna be able to back into this thing. So let me fix myself, and then we're gonna be able to finally pull in. And I'm not sure if I have to open up the other door because this thing is super long and I don't want it to hit the door. So honestly, I think this is going to work fine. All right, let me turn this thing off and let's check how close we are to the door. And oh dude, we actually have quite a space. All right, before we actually unload this huge semi, we gotta disconnect it from here, and then I'm gonna be able to move forward with this. All right, so then we can have the ability to take off the semi. But it looks like we are running out of time. We have right around 5 minutes, so let me hop in and let's quickly unload this semi like so. And I'm gonna back right next to the trailer and do this. I'm not gonna lie, this actually looked like one of the best semis. Just look at the design. It's got gold stripes, a nice blue color with some gray on top. Yo, this thing has a crazy color combination. But we can now finally hop right back in the semi, get it connected, and drop it off at, actually, you know what, we actually picked it up right here, so yeah, we can just drop it off here. But first, let me just get it connected first, back up, and all right, nice, we got this thing connected back to the trailer. And now this is going to be the hard part because now we have to reverse and drop it off right here where my mouse is. So let's carefully do this. Let's see how good I am. If I can't do this, then I am not the best at APM, but let's see and find out right now on our first try. Can we do this? All right, everything's so good so far. All right, and now we just turn right here, kind of angle it, and oh no, I have to fix myself. All right, you guys, I think I am not the goat. I'm so sad now. Alrighty, I am almost finished dropping this trailer off. I just gotta make sure I am straight. All right, and perfect. All right, we can now disconnect this thing. I forgot to turn off my semi. Anyways, let me disconnect it from the back. There we go, and we can now hop in so we can drop this thing off right around here. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop it off right here. Dude, this is so easy and convenient. Good thing I didn't close it. But I'm gonna back into this thing carefully. I'm gonna turn off the beacons, and we have finally dropped off our semi and dropped off the longest semi in APM into this gigantic warehouse. We can now go and alrighty everyone, but if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and today we're gonna be doing something crazy. We're gonna be getting a warehouse job. Now this warehouse job is going to be located all the way right here where you guys see the little plants right here, and we have to finish by the afternoon, so we don't have too much time. If you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So we're gonna get in our work truck right here. I ended up taking the turbos off because it was quite loud in the last videos and kind of annoying, so I just took the turbos off. So this thing is completely naturally aspirated. It has no superchargers or turbos, so this thing is also kind of slow now that we are not having any turbos. But let's make our way over. Wait, is this the road? Oh, I missed it. Dude, I cannot see right now. The sun is beaming in my face. So let me back up and let's make our way to the warehouse job. Now this warehouse job is not going to be like the usual warehouse job. We're gonna go and pick up a trailer at my buddy's house, and and then go back to this warehouse shop because we're gonna grab all of the pallets and put them onto this trailer. And then of course we're gonna bring him back to my friend's house. So we have quite a long day, and that is why I was mentioning that we needed to finish before the afternoon, because once it's nighttime it is super hard to see at night. But anyways, this thing is pretty slow unless it's going downhill. This thing is not good at going uphill. But let me turn on my blinkers. We're gonna make a left turn right here, and then my buddy's house should be right down in the corner. I think we've been there a couple times. So yeah, this is going to be the second channel. We're gonna be doing more APM videos and cellar mudding. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys also subscribe. But anyways, we are almost to my friend's house. Let me just turn right here, and his house should be down the road. And I also ended up putting this thingy. I don't know what this thing is, but you can pretty much connect the bigger trailers to your pickup when you add one of these. So we are completely ready. You're gonna see this thing in action right now. I don't know where he left his trailer. Let me see. Oh, it's right there. He left his trailer right here. I think I gotta turn around so we can get this thing connected. So let me turn around. I might have to go on the grass as well, but oh my goodness, is that his truck? Look at this thing. I guess this is a big SUV. Dude, this is super nice. It's a 2026. Yo, this thing is super clean. Kind of want one. It's pretty nice. I don't know if he's home, but anyways, let's grab his trailer that is parked right here, and come on, gotta get this thing connected. And come on, connect. Maybe I gotta go more towards the left. Hold on, let me readjust myself. Maybe this works. And we are now connected. That actually ended up working. And this is the barn where I think we're gonna be dropping off all of the pallets. So let's make our way over to the warehouse job so we can get this thing done. It looks like it is about 9 a.m. so the time is going pretty fast. So let's step on this thing. Or actually, you know what, let me make a left turn and then step on it. All right, and this thing is a huge trailer. It is not short by any means, so now we can step on it. Yeah, this thing is not fast at all, but it's a beautiful day. I don't see anyone. I'm not sure why everyone is not outside for some reason. But let's make a left turn on this street, or I guess in this intersection. We're gonna have to make a super wide turn. I'm gonna try not to hit the stop sign. All right, there we go. Kind of a very messy turn right there, and this thing is struggling to go uphill. Oh my goodness, it could barely go over 30 miles per hour. But this is the fun part, because if we go downhill we can go 60. Oh, 69, funny number. And then let's make a turn right here. Bang, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, where is the warehouse? Is that the warehouse? No, that's not the warehouse. That's like the salt area. There's a warehouse down here, but I don't think oh, it's right here. It's this one. All right, let me turn right into the plaza, or into the store, and let me see. I think I'm gonna have to back. Oh no, don't. I forgot to put this thing into park. I think I'm gonna back into the barn, or the garage. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of pallets to move today, and it looks like the forklift is right there. We're gonna be using that today. But first, let me get this trailer back into the garage. Let's see how. I think I'm gonna have to go on the grass. Yeah. Oops. My bad. Let me turn on my emergency lights. And oh no. You know what? I have a better idea. I'm just gonna go over here and back up from right here. All right. Watch this, you guys. I'm gonna back this thing up like a complete pro. A little bit more. All right. So far, I am doing pretty good. Let me just turn this thing. I'm gonna go a little bit off the road, and then I think we can finish backing this thing up. Awesome. Now let me just straighten myself out just like so. All right, and I don't want to go too in. I just want to make sure I am good, and I think that is going to be good. All right, let me turn that thing off, and I think now, oh ouch, I just hit my head on the trailer. Now it's time to get on the forklift and do this warehouse job. So let's start by getting in, turn this thing on. Let me also turn on the emergency lights, and let's begin by collecting this first pallet right here. We're gonna grab this pallet, and then let's see, where should we put this thing? I'm gonna put this thing right at the end. So let me just turn right here, and then let me raise the fork. Hold on, I almost hit the back of the trailer. All right, I think that should be good right there. Hold on, let me just readjust myself. I feel like I was way too crooked, and I'm not used to this thing, but I think that is going to be good. Let me just lower this thing and unload it. Awesome. All right, we have our first pallet loaded on the back of the trailer. Look at this thing. Hopefully this thing does not fall off during transportation. I'm gonna cross my fingers, but for now we're gonna continue putting the pallets on the back of the trailer. Let's continue with our second pallet. So let me lower the forks, and then I'm gonna raise them back up so we can get it right next to the first one. So I think this should be, actually I don't know how close I want them. All right, I think that should be good. Now let me lower this and then unload just like so, and there we go. We have our second pallet on the back of the trailer. Kind of crooked. I'm gonna try to put it more in the middle with our third one. So let's continue, and you guys know the process. Lower the forks, and let's grab a pallet just like so. All right, I think I'm gonna raise the forks a little bit more, and then I gotta make sure I put it more towards the middle. All right, I think that should be good. Let me drop this thing, and would you look at that, dude? That looks way better. All right, nice. Let's continue with our fourth one. Let me hop in, and let me lower the forks so we can get the next pallets on here. All right, so there we go, and then let me raise them, and let's see, where should we put this one? Oh my goodness, I need to raise it a little bit more. All right, let me get closer, and let me drop this thing. Bang, dude, I'm really hoping these do not fall during transportation, or yeah, this is probably gonna be my last time doing this job. So I'm gonna continue grabbing the pallets and put the next one. Where should I put this one? Oh, should I put this one in the back? Right here, dude. This thing is definitely gonna fall if I put it right there. All right, screw it. I'm gonna be a little bit risky today, so let me place this one right here, just like so. Not bad, not bad. Definitely looks a little bit odd. Alrighty, I think we have 3 more pallets to go, but I think only 2 more fit on the back of the trailer. So we're gonna try to squeeze in 2 more at least, which I think it can, but this thing is in a weird position, so I'm gonna move my trailer a little bit more back. So let me do this just like so, and then we can put our second to last one right next to this one right here. Let me just raise the forks. I'm gonna raise them all the way up. Come on, keep going. All right, nice. We're gonna put this one right here just like so, and I think we can squeeze in 1 more. Yeah, I think we can squeeze in 1 more. So I'm gonna begin by lowering the forks, and let's quickly grab this one because I don't know what time is it. Hopefully it is not the afternoon, because if it's the afternoon, I am kind of cooked, because that just means I'm running out of time. So I'm gonna grab this pallet, and we're gonna place it right next to right here. Wait a minute. I think I can squeeze another one. Hold on, let me try to readjust this. Maybe I can squeeze another one. All right, I'm gonna do this, and it looks like we can actually put another one. Hold on, look at this. Look, we have space for another one. All right, I have an idea. I'm gonna grab this pallet right here. Let me just lower my forks, and then I'm gonna put it a little bit closer next to the one on the right, because I'm really sure that we can fit another one. All right, we're gonna drop it right there, and yeah, we should now have enough space for another pallet. All right, come on, this is going to be an insane clutch if we can actually do this. Let me back this thing up, make sure no one is behind me, and let's raise the forks for one last time, and then let's drop this thing. All right, I think we are now done. We got an entire trailer filled with pallets. Let me just lower my forks and turn off the lights just like so. Let me just get this thing parked right on the corner like how I found it, and we are done with this forklift right now. All right, so this is going to be the hardest part and scariest part, because we gotta take all of this entire pallet. Oh no, the door's closing. Oh no, the door's closing. Oh no, 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 this is not good. This is not good. No, no, open. Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. Oh no. Oh my goodness, dude, that was so close. Wait, what happened to my other pallet? I think it fell to the back. All right, you know what? Let's just get out of here. This is not good. All right, I'm gonna place this thing right here, and I'm gonna quickly run back and close the door. I don't want the people to get mad at me for not closing this thing, so let's close that just like so, and let's get out of here. Like how I was saying, this is going to be the hardest part, because we gotta make sure that none of these pallets fall, or I'm probably gonna be losing money, right? They're probably gonna find me, because these pallets are not cheap. So let's carefully make our way towards the location. I am super nervous. Like, my hands are super sweaty right now. All right, so far everything is running smooth. Not bad. All right, nice. I'm gonna keep my emergency lights on just in case anything happens. Not that anything is gonna happen, but just in case someone sees me on the road, they can take precautions. So let's make a right turn right here. I'm going very slow, and let's make a right turn. Make sure we don't hit that stop sign. All right, so far everything is going smooth. We still have all of our pallets, and I might have to put this thing into manual mode just because we are losing a lot of power right now. We're losing a lot of power. All right, let's put this thing into 3rd gear, and okay, so far so good. All right, any of the pallets moving? All right, not yet. We don't want them to move. Oh, actually, you know what? Our pallets are going to the right side. Look at that. Our pallets are moving to the right side. All right, let's start slowing down very carefully, because our pallets are not doing too good. They're all the way to the left side of the trailer, so let's carefully turn right here, and then all right, nice. All right, what time is it? I don't even know what time is it. It is currently 4 p.m. Oh no, we got like 2 hours left of the sun. Okay, so it looks like we have another giant hill right here. This is not good. Oh no, my hands are sweating once again, but slow and steady wins the race, right? I hope. All right, let's start slowing down, because we're gonna make a right turn right here. Careful, don't hit that stop sign. All right, let's check on the pallets, and the pallets are still on. All right, nice. We're getting some speed right now. Let me slow down, because we gotta enter this driveway right here. Let me enter this driveway super slowly. I'm gonna hope that I don't hit the mailbox. If I do, then I'll just pay him. But it looks like we are now at my buddy's house. We can finally unload all of these pallets. So I'm gonna get my thing parked right here. Gonna leave the truck right there, and I think he should have what is it called, a forklift in here, but I don't see it. I think I'm gonna look for it. Dude, what the heck? What is he doing right here? That is a super weird location to have this thing. All right, so let me turn this thing on. Gotta turn on the lights, and we're gonna be doing a quick time lapse of me unloading this entire trailer, because this is gonna take a good minute, you guys. All right, so let's play the time lapse in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty everyone, we are now on to our last pallet. As you guys can see, I am pretty much finished with unloading all the pallets of seeds, and I'm gonna get this thing parked because I am freaking done with this. Alright, I think I'm just gonna park it right here in the corner. I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna be a nice friend, and then let me just lower the forks. I don't want anyone to get hit in the head, and that should be good right there. Awesome. So this is going to be a complete job. We managed to deliver all of these pallets right here without losing a single one. So I'm gonna return my friend's trailer back there, and let's hop in back in the truck. All right, so this is going to be a little bit difficult, I am not gonna lie. Or you know what, I could just leave it like the opposite way. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. It's gonna be easier for me, or if not, I'm gonna be here forever. So I'm gonna leave this thing right here. Let me just quickly disconnect the trailer, and let's get out of here. Let me just turn on my emergency lights off. All right, so I think we can now start making our way home. I'm not sure how long of a drive this is going to be, but with the magic and the power of editing, I'm gonna catch you guys over there. Home sweet home. It looks like we are now back home. I'm gonna get my truck parked in my driveway. And by the way, if anyone's wondering, the TRX is currently in the shop. It kind of had some issues. I took it off-roading very heavy. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, it's about to be 6. We finished this job in time. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next video. Peace. What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today, look at what we're wearing. I'm going to become an Amazon delivery driver in APM. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. And as you guys can see, we have the Amazon delivery semi with a trailer right here. So today's task is going to be to take this to the warehouse, pick up our orders, and deliver them before the sun sets. So we don't have enough time. Let me hop in. Let me turn this bad boy on. And honestly, I was gonna turn on my beacons, but I don't think Amazon delivery drivers do that, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna drive right around here without hitting the building, and then we're gonna pull out and we're gonna make a giant right turn just like so. We went on the grass a little bit, but that is fine. No one is watching, right? I mean, hopefully my supervisor doesn't have any sort of cameras in here. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think he has cameras in here. So right now we're on our way to the Amazon house to pick up these deliveries, and I believe it's gonna be right around here. I might need to go to the tool store because I need some ramps so we can put the orders in the back of our trailer. So that is going to be the first task before we do head to the Amazon warehouse, which is located right down there. But thankfully we have the tool store right here, so let me make a right turn right here. Let me just widen myself a little bit so we could fit through here. Awesome. All right, nice. So I'm gonna quickly run into the tool store, but before I do, I need to turn on my emergency lights because I'm gonna park right here. All right, so I'm gonna quickly run into the store so we can get these ramps. RP store. Yep, that's my favorite store. Maybe because I'm an unk. I am an unk now. I am so old. All right, let me go inside. Let me see. Oh, okay, so the ramps are gonna be right here. I actually don't know which ramps to grab. You know what, I'm gonna go with these ramps. Oh my god, they're so heavy. All right, let me open this. Oh my goodness. Let me close the doors. And it's so freaking heavy. All right, let me go and put these in my pocket. Do not worry, they do fit in my pocket. Do not ask how big my pockets are. But let me hop in the semi, turn this bad boy on, and let's make our way to the warehouse. Let me just turn off my emergency lights because we do not need them anymore. So let me make a turn right here. Whoops. And then we're gonna make another turn right here. And honestly, I think one of these houses I'm gonna end up delivering, but I don't know where the orders are. So let me quickly check on which side it's going to be. So not there. So not there. And oh, it looks like it's gonna be on this one. All right, so let me open up the door just like so. And it looks like we're gonna be delivering a bunch of brand new ATVs. So it looks like everyone's been ordering these ATVs. I wonder if there's like a special, like a Black Friday going on. But anyways, let me hop into this thing and we're gonna turn around because we're gonna back into it. So let me carefully turn and oh, I almost hit the stop sign. But you guys know I'm a professional driver, so let me carefully do this just like so. And let me just fix myself because I feel like I'm a little bit too crooked. And let me get a little bit closer, and I think that is going to be good. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect because I don't want to hit the top of the warehouse. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's open up the doors. Ooh, look at that. There's a lot of space in there. And let me pull up the let me see, what should I do? You know what, let me get one of the ATVs a little bit closer so I can get an idea on where to put the ramps. So I'm gonna put the ATV right around here, and let's see, where should we put the first one? All right, the first one is gonna go right there. Wait, find a place to what? Why can't I place my ramp? Fail to place ramp, obstructed by another ramp. All right, hold on, I think I need to pull this thing forward. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna pull this much forward. I don't want to pull too much forward because I don't want to be blocking traffic. So I think that is going to be, let me just leave my emergency lights on just in case anyone is coming by. I don't want them to hit my semi, but I'm gonna, let's see if this works. Okay, so it looks like this works. So let me pull this up and I'm gonna bring the ATV a little bit more out so I can get an idea on where to place my ramps. I think that is going to be perfect. Yeah, I think that's awesome. All right, so the first ramp is gonna go right here and the second ramp is gonna place right here. So I think technically this should work right here. Yeah, it looks perfect. Look how giant this trailer is. I wish I could add like a bed in here. I would like to like sleep in one of these. Anyways, I'm getting distracted. We don't have too much time, so let me hop into the ATV and let's go on top of these ramps. Oh, did I turn off the engine? All right, so we're gonna place the first ATV right here. We got that thing strapped down, and let's put on the second and third one. So I'm gonna hop in. I'm gonna turn this thing around. Ooh, these things are super fast. I see why people are ordering these. These things are quite a beast. So I'm gonna place the second ATV right here. Ooh, look at this. Let me just check that both of these are nice and strapped in. All right, and let's go inside this ATV right here because this is going to be our last one, and we're gonna be ready to start delivering them to everyone that ordered them. So let me make sure I am good. All right, go up the ramp and we're gonna park it right behind the third one. Awesome. So we have all of our ATVs now loaded up on the back of the trailer. Let me go down. We're gonna remove the ramps. So let me close up the doors just like so. Look at that. 8 p.m. No, pretend it says Amazon. Let me close up the garage right here. What did I close this from? Oh, right here. Sorry, it's my first day on the job, so I'm a little bit new, but as you guys can see, here is my little tag. All right, time to deliver these ATVs, and it looks like our first delivery is actually not gonna be right here, but instead near the police station. I believe there's gonna be a house down there. I'm not sure. We're gonna go check right now, but it looks like we have a stop sign right here, so let me slow down. This thing is super heavy. Make sure the road is clear and let's continue driving. Wait a minute, I think I see a house in the distance. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the house that we're gonna be delivering to. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be backing up into this thing, but I think I'm just gonna pull over right here and unload the ATV. Actually, you know what, 100% we can back into this thing. All right, let me get a little bit further up and come on. I'm gonna try to make sure I don't hit the mailbox or that is not going to be good. But look at this, I'm actually kind of impressed with myself. I did not think I was gonna back up this semi. Anyways, I think this should be pretty good. I'm probably gonna put this thing in park and put on my emergency lights. And oh my goodness, you guys, my emergency lights did not turn on. All right, that's fine. We're inside a neighborhood, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let me pull up the ramps, put that thing down, and let's get in so we can get this thing delivered. Carefully unload this. Oh no, what happened to my semi? Oh, hopefully this isn't my last day of work, but I'm gonna leave their ATV right. Let's see, where should we leave it? I think I'm gonna leave it right around here, right under the shade. I think this is gonna be a nice spot so they can pick it up later. Well, I think I know what happened. I might have forgot to put park, but let me remove the ramps, close up the doors, and let's make our way to the second house because we're almost done because the sun is starting to go. What time is it actually? I don't know what the sun is. Okay, so the sun looks like it's about 4 p.m. I'm gonna try to turn right here. This is gonna be a super tight turn. Oh, this is super close. Oh my goodness, guys, I am the GOAT at this game. All right, so our next property is gonna be right here. It's gonna be located like at a farm. So let me make a right turn, slowly turn, make sure I don't hit the stop sign. Nice. And now we're gonna drive all the way down. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but there's a farmhouse right down here. So we're gonna go there and deliver our second vehicle, or I guess order, but it is a vehicle at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense, but this is going to be the second house that we're gonna come and deliver the ATV. So let me pull in, and where should we drop this off? Ooh, we can drop it off like around, well, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna drop it off like maybe on the side of the house. Ooh, ooh, we can put it right in that house right there. I don't know what that is. It's like a little barn. I know there's a different name to it. I'm kind of blanking out, but let me put on the ramps 1 and 2, and let's go inside so we can grab this ATV. We're gonna go put it like in that barn I just showed you guys. So let me go around my semi. Ooh, this is kind of taking it. I feel like I'm taking it on a joyride, but let me go in here, open up the doors, and ooh, yeah, that's gonna fit in here. That is going to be perfect. Let me see if I can get this thing squeezed in a little bit. Oh, I almost hit the back. But I think that is going to be perfect. All right, second delivery is successful. Let me close up the doors, and look at that. That was another successful order. So I'm gonna hop into the semi in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are now in the semi. I'm gonna back up because we're gonna pull out of here and we're gonna make our way onto the last delivery of today. I'm almost done with my shift, so let's pull out of here. And we actually, oh no, do not go into the mud. And we're gonna make our way down near the drag strip. I think there's gonna be a house passing the drag strip, so we're gonna go check that out right now. But so far we are on time. I still haven't got any complaints from my manager telling me that I should pick up the pace, because typically the managers tend to be very strict with how fast you have to deliver the packages. But I think I've been doing a good job, so I haven't heard anything from my supervisor as well. But it looks like our house is going to be right on that mountain. Oh my goodness, there is no way I'm gonna be able to grab this semi and take it all the way to the top of this hill. I have to get some speed, so I'm gonna step on it. Oh no, this is super sketchy. Can I make it up here? Oh, I can. Whoa, I did not think I was gonna be able to get up here, but let me make a little turn right here and get as close as possible as I can, because we're gonna unload this ATV. And honestly, I think, yeah, I'm gonna drop this one off in their garage, because I really don't see a space where I could really put it. I don't want to just put it right out in front of everything. So let me first, where did my ramps go? I think I might have left them at the last property. Oh no, oh my goodness, look at this. I forgot the ramps here. I gotta pick these up before my supervisor finds out about this. But I managed to walk all the way back. I'm a little bit insane, but I managed to walk all the way back just so I could grab these freaking ramps. But I'm gonna walk back. I don't know if I have too much time. Oh, it looks like it's about 5 p.m. now. It's almost 6 p.m. So I'm gonna make my way back to the other house. I'm gonna have to walk there. Hopefully I do not take too long. Alrighty, everyone, after like what, a 2-3 mile hike, I managed to come back just for the ramp. So let's place it down, one there and the second one right there, and let me go in the back this ATV so we can unload it and finish our job. So let me carefully do this. Oh, a little bit to the left, and that should be good right there. So let me put this into the garage like I said. And wait a minute, did I not open this? I thought I opened it, but now it should be open. Let me just turn around, back this thing up, and it looks like they are not home today. So we're gonna drop our ATV right here. I hope they enjoy it and have a really fun time, especially that the summer is coming up. They're gonna have a really great time with that. So let me not forget to grab my ramps and close the back doors of my trailer. Look at that. And this is gonna be a headache. Look at what I'm gonna have to back into. Oh my goodness, I should have not done this. So let me get into the semi, and I'm gonna carefully back up all the way onto the dirt road. Hopefully yeah, I do not mess up, because if I do, then yeah, I'm probably gonna get fired. I'm gonna be so cooked. But hold on, this thing is going way too much to the side. Hold on, let me just readjust myself. I am looking not good. All right, one more. Come on. And okay, that's good. I'm gonna have to go a little bit on the grass and make a turn right here. All right, I think we're doing not bad. I can't believe I'm hitting the brushes though. I don't think I should be doing too much damage, but we're almost out of here. This actually has been a little bit of a headache, I'm not gonna lie, but at least we didn't hit their stop sign or their mailbox. But we're gonna make our way back to the Amazon delivery house. Or actually, you know what, I think I could just go directly to the gas station, so I can just drop off the semi and be done with my shift. So we still got one more task, and that is to pretty much clock out. So let me turn on my blinkers and make a super wide right turn right here, just like so. But anyways, this job has been pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know if I should be doing more Amazon deliveries in my future videos, or if you guys, you know, want something else. Maybe I should work for a different company like UPS or something like that. I think that would be pretty crazy. But we have the gas station right here, so let me pull in. And where did I park? I think I'm just gonna park right onto this parking spot. Yeah, I think that should work right there. Or am I too crooked? Yeah, I am way too crooked. What the heck am I doing? Let me reset. All right, now this should be a better parking spot. Now that should be a good parking spot. All right, so I'm gonna get in my truck. Where's my truck? I don't see my truck. I think I parked it in the back of the building. Oh my god. All right, let's see. And my pickup truck is right here. Awesome. So let me turn this bad boy on and we can start making our way back home. Alrighty, everyone, it looks like we are now back home. So So let me get my work truck parked right up front. Yeah, I'm gonna park it right here. I think my T-Rex should be in the garage. Oh, look at that. Yo, I am crazy. Look how close I ended up parking near the garage. Dude, I'm crazy. Whoa, I'm really good. But anyways, I think that is going to be it for today's video. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Good morning, everyone. It's the second day of becoming rich, and it looks like it's going to be another beautiful day, and we've got a lot of work to do because in the last video, which was yesterday, we managed to make our first $700 by cutting some grass with my friend's lawnmower, which I think he took it to work. I don't see it anywhere. So we still have our rusty old bucket right here. I cannot wait to upgrade this thing, but sadly, maybe in the next video we are gonna have enough money. But if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So in today's agenda is that we're gonna make our way to the trailer store because we have enough money to buy a trailer. We're gonna use all of our money to buy a trailer. Initially, I was going to buy an attachment. I think it's called like a fifth wheel attachment where you can connect like bigger semi trailers on top of like pickup trucks. But the thing is that this truck is pretty much almost done, and putting so much strain onto the engine is probably gonna break it within like an hour. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait till I buy a newer truck and then get that attachment. But for now, we're gonna buy this trailer because we're gonna be doing some super heavy jobs, and we're gonna be helping out a company. I think it's called APM Seed, and we're gonna be helping them transport some of their pallets of seed. So we are here at the trailer store. Let me get this thing parked right around here. I'm gonna turn it off, and let's quickly check out the trailers and see which one we are going to buy today. So we have this huge one, which is kind of out of my budget. This one's over 10 grand. Yeah, this is over my budget. What the heck? Look at this, dude. This is not gonna be useful at all. This one's about like 300 bucks because it is used. It is pretty worn, but I'm not gonna be cutting grass. I am done with that. But next up, we have this trailer right here. This is, oh my goodness, this is also very expensive. It is out of my budget. It is currently over $10,000, which I do not have right now. But look at this. We have this pretty large trailer, or I guess it's a pretty fair in size to say the least. And although it is used, we can actually buy it for $700, which does mean we have to spend all of our money. But that is fine. It's going to pay off in today's episode. Our goal is to make $3,000. So let me get back in the truck and let's get this trailer connected to the rear of this pickup. So let me carefully do this just like so, and boom, we are now connected. Let's make our way to the company so we can start picking up some pallets and get this job done. But my wallet is completely empty. We are now back at $0, but trust me, each pallet we deliver is going to be $500. So the goal is to make $3,000, which I don't think is going to be too much of an issue in today's video. So let's make a left turn on this dirt road because I think the company should be right down here. Let me just quickly check my map just to make sure I am going the right way. And yeah, we're going the right way. Awesome. Let's see, where is this company? Is it this one? No. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's gonna be this one, APM Seed. I think this is gonna be the company that we are going to be kind of like contracting for, if that makes any sense. But here is the warehouse. Let's pull this thing over, turn it off, and let's open up the door and let's see what kind of pallets we're gonna be able to take. Hopefully the pallets do not fall off my trailer because this thing is pretty open. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Look, 5, 1,000, 1,000. Dude, we can actually make $3,000. We have the perfect amount. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can actually make 4,000. Awesome. I think I'm gonna try to go for 3,000 because I don't know how much daylight we have. But let me actually hop in the forklift. Let me get this thing turned on and let's start loading up the trailer with these pallets. So let me get the first one connected. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me lower the forks. There we go. Let's raise them a bit and let's get them loaded. Honestly, I should probably back the trailer into the warehouse because it's gonna be way easier. But this works fine as well. So let's raise this and let me carefully load the first pallet into here. Oh, I think this is gonna fit. Unload. Look at that. We got our first pallet. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's get our second pallet. Let me just lower my forks and let me carefully align myself so we can carefully grab this pallet and not break it. Let's get it loaded right next to this one right here. I'm gonna have to raise this a little bit more and let me quickly unload this. There we go. Oh, hopefully that does not fall. I think that's gonna fall. That is going to 100% fall. But let me try to get one more pallet loaded up onto the trailer. But here we have our third pallet. Let's see how this is gonna work. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of afraid that these pallets are gonna end up falling. I'm really hoping they don't. But let me put this one right here. All right, and let's make our way to the farm so we can get these first 3 pallets delivered. So let me carefully leave the forklift parked right here and we will be right back. But let me turn on this bad bad boy and let's turn around. Good thing the farm is not too far away actually. It's probably like 5 minutes away, but we still got those pallets on. I'm gonna drive super slow because I do not want any of these pallets to fall. So yeah, I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna take my sweet time. But if we do the math, then we have 500, 500, 500. We have about $1,500 right here, which is not bad at all. So let's make our turn right here. We're gonna make some good progress. I can just tell. All right, let's make a right turn onto this road just like so. And let's see, where should we drop these off? I'm not sure where I should drop them off. I think I should just leave them like right here. Yeah, I think I should do that. Hold on, let me throw this in park before I get out again. And oh, look, there's a forklift right here. All right, let's turn it on and let's get these pallets off the trailer. So I'm gonna see how I can wait, is there a ramps right here? Let me see. I want to see if there's ramps. Oh, there is, but I don't know if my forklift is gonna fit here. Let's see. Oh, look at that, it does work. All right, so let's load up the first pallet. Oh, hold on, I think I need to raise it a little bit. All right, let's load up the first pallet right here, and then we're gonna get back on the trailer, get the second one delivered. Oh, what's going on, you guys? So my pallet kind of glitched and it is now under the trailer, so I'm gonna have to move up a little bit so we can remove that thing. All right, honestly it does work in a little bit in my favor because now it's gonna be easier to pick this thing up. So let me raise the forks and boom, let's put it right next to this one right here so it can have a little companion. But we are on the last one of the pallets on this trailer, so let me get this one unloaded and we're gonna place it right next to these two right here. So let me click unload and boom, look at that, we got 3 pallets. That means we got paid $1,500 so far, and I'm gonna leave their forklift right here and we're gonna come back because we still gotta do I think 1 more or 2 more trips, I'm not sure. But let me hop in, turn this bad boy on, and let's make our way back to the APMC warehouse. Alrighty everyone, we are now back to the APMC company, so let's pull into their driveway. And honestly I feel like I should just back up because that is going to be easier for us to load up these pallets onto our trailer. So let me carefully do that just like so, a little bit more, and boom, I think that is going to be perfect. Let's hop out, get in the forklift, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna start loading up this trailer with all these pallets. So let me grab this one, let me raise the forks, and let's place it right about here. Time to unload this bad boy, and look at that, we got our first pallet onto this thing. All right, let's continue with the second one. Lower the forks, and let's see, I'm gonna try to get 4 on here. I feel like if we get 4 pallets on here, we're gonna save so much time. Oh, I can't see. All right, let's unload it right next to this one. Oh dude, did it just fall through? No way, it just fell through my trailer. I don't know what just happened. All right, pretend that didn't happen, you guys. Let's place it right here just like so, and let's grab 1 more because I don't think we can fit 2 more on here. One of them already glitched and is under the trailer. Let's continue with putting our third one right in the middle just like so, and we should be pretty much done with this one. We're gonna make probably 1 more trip and then we should be done. So let's pull this trailer, make sure everything is good, which seems to be holding up. But I think what really scares me is kind of like that little incline because there's a chance that these could slip off. But so far I think we're doing good on time. Let me see what time is it. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's already 4 p.m. Dude, we gotta hurry up. I'm gonna have to step on this a little bit more. The property is right here, so let's pull into this farm. I really love this property. It reminds me of the one I used to have. All right, so let me turn on my emergency lights, park it right here, and you guys know the drill. Let's throw down the ramps, get back in the forklift, and let me raise the forks because we gotta get the pallet connected. Come on. Oh, there we go, there we go. Let me unload and boom, I think we need 2 more pallets. Let's hope that these actually don't glitch. So let me lower these forks just like so, and I'm gonna place it right next to this one right here. So let's do this, let me unload it, and boom. All right, we got 1 more pallet on this trailer, so let me quickly grab this one, and boom, look at that. I think we're doing really good progress right now. So these two are gonna be 1,000, 1,000, so 2,000, then 500 plus 500, it's going to be $3,000. We are missing I think $500 more, which I think we should be able to accomplish it with the last delivery. So let's make our way back to the APMC warehouse and I'll catch you guys over there. Alrighty everyone, we are now back to the APMC. So I'm not gonna pull in because the pallet is right there, but we are gonna park right here. Let's hop out, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna hop into our forklift, turn it on. This one's gonna go right here, and while we're at it, we're gonna go and get this last pallet delivered as well. So gonna drop these forks, and boom, we are now pretty much finished with picking up all the pallets from the warehouse, which means we can now park this thing right around here. We're gonna park it, and I should probably lower the forks. I do not want someone's eye to be getting poked out, but boom, park it, engine is off, and let's make our way to the farm so we can get this last delivery finished for today's day. But let's pull out of here. Let's make a turn carefully. Our pallets are still on the trailer, thankfully. As you guys guys can see, we are here at the last trip that we're gonna be taking. So let's quickly get this job done. I'm gonna quickly reverse this thing, and let me actually turn on the lights. And oh, hold on, I had to quickly open up the ramps. Boom, we got one, and we need one more, you guys, and we're gonna be done with this job. Yo, this job has been pretty exhausting, I'm not gonna lie, but I see an open space right here, so let's drop it off right on this corner next to every single one, and boom, shakalaka. I don't know what that means, but we are now done delivering all the pallets. Look at this, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and that is going to be $4,000 in our pockets. So let me actually pull up my ramps, and that is going to give us enough money for tomorrow, and it's going to help us get one step closer to becoming rich in APM, because remember, the goal is to become the richest player in APM, and trust me, I am going to do that. Alrighty everyone, we are now back at the house, or I guess my shed, but I'm gonna leave my trailer somewhere around here. I think I'm just gonna park it to the side. I don't think it should be too much of a disturbance, but let's get it disconnected, and we're gonna leave our pickup right next to the tree right there where we got it today. So let me carefully turn into here. I'm gonna reverse because I'm pretty good at this game. I think we are now officially done with today. Look at the sun. Look at the sun, you guys. Don't stare too long. And home sweet home. Yeah, it's not too much of a home. Hopefully tomorrow we can have enough money to buy our own small house or even a brand new car, which I'm not gonna tell you guys. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys on to the next one. What everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches, and now we're gonna try to be working for a company called FedEx. I just ended up landing a job with them, and they want to hire me because they've been seeing the jobs I've been doing, and they can trust me with, I guess, driving one of their semis. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we have a big day today. We're gonna be working for FedEx. We're gonna be making a lot of money. Like, you guys have no idea how much this job is going to pay me because it is pretty huge. So let me get in my truck and let's make our way to the gas station, because there's gonna be a semi parked over there that we can pick up and then head over to, I think, the tool store, because we got to get some ramps so we can load up the special equipment that we are going to be delivering. So let's make our way over there. And oh my goodness, I realized that I still have my fifth wheel attachment still on the back of the bed. Oh my goodness. And by the way, look at my face. What is wrong with my face? There was a brand new update in Roblox, and now they removed my happy face. Now I look super serious. I do not like this at all. But let me get back in the truck. I always get distracted and I start to yap a lot, but the good thing is that the gas station, it's not too far away. It's like literally like a minute down from where we actually live right now. And oh, I think it's gonna be right there. I see it in the distance. All right, so I'm gonna get my truck parked right, I think I'm gonna park it right here. Yeah, I think we should park it right here. We're gonna leave it parked right there, and let's get into this semi right here. So we're gonna be working for FedEx. I've actually never worked for FedEx. I have worked for Amazon and for, wait, what was the other company? Oh, I think U-Haul. I used to work for them, but they were like small jobs, so I don't know if that actually counts. But let me turn on this semi, and let me turn on the beacons as well. All right, let me make a left turn right here, and we're gonna go all the way around this building right here, the liquor store, and we're gonna get out of here. So let me carefully do that. Make sure I do not hit the side of the semi, or I guess the trailer thingy. So let's get out of here. Let me make sure the road is clear, which it looks like it is. So let's pull out of here, and we're gonna make our way to the first building, which is gonna be, actually, you know what, I said the tool store. Yeah, we're gonna try to make our way to the tool store so we can get some ramps so we can put them in the back and load up our special equipment. But what time is it? We don't have too much time. They want this job done within the next 3 hours, and it looks like an hour has already passed. So yeah, time flies in this game. But it looks like we are now in the main city. It looks so amazing, dude. I cannot get over how beautiful this map looks, especially that everything looks so green now. But I see the tool store right here, so let me kind of widen myself and make a gigantic right turn right here. And oh, do not take the stop sign. Do not take the stop sign. Okay, that was pretty close. So I'm gonna light up my emergency lights on, because I'm gonna quickly park right here on the side of the road, because I gotta run to the store. Let's quickly run to the store super fast, because we gotta get these ramps so we can load up our special equipment. And hopefully this job will give us some more money, because I really want to buy some farming equipment and start making that big money, that really big money, or maybe even buy our first property. But we're here, we don't want to get too distracted. Let's see, where are the ramps? Oh, you know what, I think these were the ramps. So I think I'm gonna grab these, and they are so heavy. Let me squeeze through here. They are so heavy. All right, let me close this. Oh Lord, someone help me. All right, let me go and run into the semi. I'm gonna put the ramps in my back pocket. Don't ask how big my pockets are. So let me get in, and I think I'm gonna turn right here. are. Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn right here. So let me quickly turn right here, just like so. I don't think anyone's gonna see us. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do this. And oh, whoa. I almost ended up crashing into the grass. All right, let me make a left turn right here. And we're gonna start making our way to the warehouse where these equipment that I've been talking about is gonna be located. We're gonna pick them up and we're gonna get delivered to a warehouse, or I guess like a wooden barn that is located on the opposite side of town. So let's pull into this dirt road right here. Let me carefully do so. And oh, I think we might have to take the stop sign. And okay, it looks like the stop sign is gonna be safe for another day. I might have destroyed it in the last video, but anyways, we have the warehouse right here. I'm gonna need to back up. Yeah, I seriously need to back up into this warehouse right here. So I think I'm gonna pull in right here and then use all of my skills to carefully back into this warehouse. So let me carefully do this. I'm gonna try to, oh, I can't see, the bushes are in my way. Honestly, I think we're doing good. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it right here or I should just back into the garage. Let me think. Okay, so I think it is gonna be able to fit right here. So let me open this and then let me finish backing up, or I could just like open this up. Yeah, let's just do that. That's gonna be easy. I don't want to be wasting too much time, because if we take a look at the time and oh my goodness, we have an hour left. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna be delivering these forklifts to the, I think, the wooden barn. It's kind of like a warehouse. So I'm gonna carefully back this thing up right around here, and we're gonna put the ramps, and I actually don't know how I should place them. I think I'm gonna place one right here and then the second one right there. I think that should be good. So let me get back in and let's try to get this thing loaded on the back of this semi. So let me carefully do this, and oh no, I almost fell. Wait, what is wrong? Oh, it is way too close. All right, let me fix the ramps. All right, so let me pick this one up and then we're gonna place this one right here. Ow, it hit my head. All right, I think that should be good. I don't know. I mean, if it doesn't work, then I'm gonna readjust it one more time. But oh, I think we're on. We're on. Let's go. Oh no, I'm gonna fall. All right, hold on. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this in first person. All right, I'm just gonna step on it. Yeah, there we go. That actually ended up working. Which I just stepped on the gas and this thing was able to get on the back of the trailer. And wait, should I turn off the emergency lights? I think I should. Let me turn off the emergency lights. Boop. I think there we go. We turned off the emergency lights and this thing should be fully strapped onto the trailer. Make sure this thing is not gonna move anywhere. And now it's time to get in the back of this second one right here, and we're gonna load it up on the back of this FedEx. So let me hop in, let me turn on this thing, and let me also turn on the emergency lights so we can get it loaded on the back of this trailer. I always have trouble driving these, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know if you guys have trouble driving these things, because every time I move to the left it just goes to one side like that. Oh my goodness, that could have been terrible. Dude, we have like 30 minutes that I have to pick up the pace. All right, I should be now fully adjusted and we should be on the back of the trailer. So I'm gonna leave some space between both of these just in case this one decides to move. So we're gonna park it right. Oh my goodness, I forgot to turn off the emergency lights, bruh. All right, so let me quickly hop in and there we go. All right, time to, oh, what the heck, how did I just teleport outside? Time to strap this thing all the way down, make sure this thing does not move during transportation. I think that should be perfect. All right, I think that is gonna be good. I think it is now time to get out of here. So let me pick up the ramps, let me pick up this ramp and then second ramp, and let's close the doors on this semi. Boom, easy. Oh, I gotta close this as well. All right, let's close up the garage just like so, and let's get out of here. We can now make our way to the finally deliver these, because I think we're up on our last 1 minute. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Let me just throw these ramps in the back of here. All right, there we go. All right, we can now take off, we can get out of here. And honestly, I don't know if I can make a right turn. We can try, but this is not gonna look good. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no. Okay, let me just step on this thing. All right, that was a little bit too close for comfort, but I think we are still good with the forklifts, which they seem to be. Let me open up my map just to make sure we are gonna go the right location. And okay, so it's gonna be right around here on this side of the map. So we're gonna make a right turn on this stop, make sure the road is clear. All right, and then we can now make this turn. So let me carefully, oh no, I don't have enough space. I might have to back up just a little tad bit. All right, there you go. It's not the end of the world yet. All right, so let's get back on our lane and let's make our way back into the main city, because we're gonna get these forklifts delivered. What I really want to tell you guys is this job is gonna pay me $20,000. I know, it's insane. Even though it's a very small trip, they're gonna pay me a lot of money for this. Alright, so we're almost arriving to our destination. So we just gotta make this right turn right here, and then we're gonna step on the gas, because the building that we're gonna deliver is right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it through all these trees, but let's pull in right here. I'm gonna make a right turn, and we might have to take the mailbox. Are we going to take the mailbox? If not, then that might take... Oh, there goes the mailbox. Whoops. Alright, so this is going to be the building that we are going to be delivering to. So let me actually straighten myself and kind of start backing up into this building. I don't know how I'm going to do this. You know what? Let me just park this thing right here, turn it off, and let's open up the doors just like so. And then we're going to open these ones as well. Look at those doors. These are really nice sliding doors. So it's pretty sick. And wait, where are the ramps? Oh, I think I forgot. I put them right here. Alright, let me quickly grab the ramps. Let me grab one ramp, and then let me grab the other one. All right, nice. So we have both ramps in our gigantic pockets, and we're gonna put our first ramp on this side and the second one right around here. All right, I think that is going to be perfect. So let me hop in, let me turn on this machine, and let's get this thing unloaded. Oh, whoa, that was fast. That was really fast. All right, so let's load this one up right on the side over here. We're gonna park it right around here. They can just pick it up and adjust it and fix it and do whatever they want right there. And then I'm gonna jump into the back of the trailer, and we're gonna grab this second one right here. So let me turn this thing on, and we're gonna carefully unload this from the trailer. And oh, whoa, that was pretty scary. All right, so let's park this one right next to the first one. Let me just make sure I am not too close, and I think that is gonna be solid. Yeah, look at that. We got 2 of the forklifts delivered to this property. Not bad. I like it. But let's close this up because we're gonna get out of here. So wait, how come this thing is not closing? Oh, there we go. I was looking at the wrong door. All right, so let's pick up the ramps, close up our trailer doors, and let's make our way back to the gas station where we're gonna drop this huge thing off. I'll catch you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at the gas station. I'm gonna get this thing parked up right where we kind of found it. So I think right here is a good spot to leave this thing. So let me just make sure I am in my parking spot correctly. We're gonna turn off the beacon. So I'm gonna turn that thing off and turn off the engine, and boom, we got this thing back delivered. Actually, you know what? Let me also leave these ramps on the back of the semi because we don't need this anymore. And look at my truck right there, dude. My truck is looking so freaking beautiful. Like, you cannot tell me that this is one of the best looking trucks in the game. But let me turn on this bad boy, and we can now start making our way back home. And we got sent over our big check of $20,000. So I think we should be up a good amount of money. I don't know how much we ended up making in the last video, so the total count should be on the top right corner, and that is probably gonna help us buy a special new toy that you guys are going to be able to see in the next episode. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, and if you guys also did enjoy this video, make sure to like, subscribe, do all of that stuff because it means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another 8 p.m. video. And they added a brand new truck in today's update. Well, I guess technically they added 2 brand new trucks and revamped one of them. So we're gonna go and buy one right now and use it to go and deliver some hay bale to my buddy's little barn. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And if you guys take a look, the TRX is now back, which I feel like we should take it today because I haven't driven it in probably over a week. So let me get this bad boy turned on, and we're gonna make our way towards the dealership. Actually, you know what? No, we have to go to the mechanic shop because I believe the car was dropped off at the mechanic shop. I think it's called Tenny or Tenny, something like that. We're gonna go and pick up this brand new truck, but from what I heard, it's kind of like a work truck because it's got dual tires in the rear. So this thing is no joke. But if you want to check out the full update video, then feel free to check out my main channel, Hakai Plays YouTube. Then you guys are going to be able to see that they also ended up adding some nice tools like a leaf blower and a grass trimmer, which is pretty sick, and it makes the experience of owning a lawn business in this game so much better. But we're here at the mechanic shop. Enough of the yap, we have now arrived, and look at that truck right there. Oh my goodness, look at this. What a beautiful color. It's like a nice light green. Oh boy, we are gonna be having fun with this. I am gonna open up one of these doors because we're gonna customize it to my liking. I'm probably gonna end up raising the suspension a little bit more, and I might even make these tires a little bit more beefy. So let me hop in, let's get this thing turned on. This actually sounds way better, you guys. Look at this. Hold on, let me put this thing in neutral so you guys can give it a listen. Not bad. But like I said, we are gonna customize this thing. You know what? Let me actually back this thing up. I'm thinking about doing like a nice like cherry red. If I do like a cherry red, I think it would go with this style with the beige. But we're gonna find out right now. Let me go to paint. Let's go to red, and then we're gonna drop it all the way down just like so. Oh my goodness, it looks so good, you guys. And we can't forget about the reflectance. Yo, that is freaking sick. I think we're cooking, chat. We're gonna add 25% extra power, and then we're gonna add a turbocharger. Now this is gonna be where the fun begins, because we're gonna be adding some ride height to the front just like that, and then we're gonna be adding some height towards the back. This looks nice. We're cooking, chat. I kind of want to add some camber to this thing. I feel like it would look nice if we add some camber. Let me just add some spring force to the front and to the back. There we go. And now it's time to make these tires even wider, or I guess in this case even beefier. So we're gonna increase the diameter just a little bit, and then we're gonna make these extremely beefy. So let's do that just like so. Look how beefy these things are. I'm gonna bring in the offset just a tad bit so they're not poking out too much, and we cannot forget about the attachments. I'm gonna add a cab light. I'm gonna add a toolbox. Actually, you know what? We don't need a toolbox because we're gonna be putting the hay bales right there. I'm gonna remove this hitch right here. There we go. And I kind of want to add some mud flaps, which I am gonna do right now. I think that looks pretty nice. I am gonna add a head rack, which I think I might go with this one. Actually, you know what? That's too big. What about this one? Oh, that one's nice. Let's put the American one. And lastly, we're gonna add a running board, which I'm not sure which one is going to look good. All right, not bad, not bad. Oh, this one looks pretty nice. I like that one. I'm between this one and this one, which I think I'm gonna go with this one. All right, I think we're pretty much done. I'm just gonna quickly add some orange to my cab lights, just like so, and we should now be ready to make our way towards the tool store. Look at this beauty. Holy moly guacamole. Should I make the rims like chrome? I feel like I should make them chrome. That would look so nice. Hold on. All right, let me run into the mechanic shop and make these chrome. Dude, it's gonna look so much better. Let me just quickly open this up. We're gonna quickly go to the paint. Rims. Where's the rims? Wait, there's no, I can't make it chrome. Oh man. All right, that's fine then. We can just keep them this color. I think this silver is not too bad anyways. All right, so we're gonna start making our way towards the farm where we're gonna be able to pick up these hay bales. Hopefully we can get a good amount of hay bales loaded up on top of the bed, because I think my buddy wanted like 5 or 6 hay bales delivered to his little barn, which he ended up building with his own bare hands, which we're gonna be checking out later on this video. So make sure you guys do not leave. But for now, the farm is going to be on the left side. Let's keep our eyes out. Wait. I think it's gonna be right here. All right, so let me quickly turn on my blinkers, and oh my goodness, these blinkers look so good. Yeah, that looks amazing, you guys. And here we are at the barn, and where are the hay bales actually? I don't know where the hay bales are. What the heck? I think I might have gone to the wrong location. Oh wait, it's gonna be up there. All right, so I actually do know where it is. Let me quickly back this thing up. Gotta make sure I don't hit the rail right here, and we're gonna quickly go up here because there should be like a little barn where it's going to have the hay bales. Let's find this little barn. It actually might be this one right here. Let me quickly turn around and give it a nice check, and yep, I was right. It is going to be right in here. Since it is very dark in here, we're gonna turn on the lights so we can get some light in here. I might even have to put my high beams just like so, and we're gonna start loading up all of these hay bales onto the back of the tailgate. On the tailgate. Oh my goodness, I'm dying. All right, let me kick up the tailgate. There we go, and we're gonna place it right here. Boom. All right, we got the first hay bale loaded up on the truck. We're gonna continue loading them up. I'm gonna try to put as many as I can. So here's another hay bale, and oh my goodness, they are so heavy, dude. Go. All right, this hay bale is gonna go on the opposite side of the tailgate. I mean, of the bed, not tailgate. So this is gonna be our third one. I forgot to check what time is it. I should probably check because I don't want to be running late on time, because once the sun does go down, it's gonna be so much harder to do things. But if we take a look, oh my goodness, it's about 2 p.m. All right, let's go. Let's grab our fourth hay bale, and oh, I forgot how heavy these things are. Every time when I grab one of these hay bales, I always get sore the next day. I'm probably gonna get super sore tomorrow. So we're gonna put the fourth hay bale, which I think we might be able to put like 4 more on top of each one right here. So let me quickly run and continue grabbing these hay bales. There we go. Now this one is gonna go on top of we should do like a little design. Actually, you know what? Let me not do a little design. There we go. There's one hay bale. I'm gonna grab the second one for the second row. Now this one is gonna go right next to the first one we replaced. There we go. Third hay bale is gonna go right where should I put the third hay bale? I think I could place it right there. Oh, we could put like 2 more and then 1 more right there. Oh, I'm actually pretty smart, you guys. That's actually a really nice layout. Hold on, let me grab on my hay bale. All right, so we're gonna put this one right here. Boop. And then we should be able to put 2 more on top of the bed. All right, so this one's going right here, and then I think we should be able to put 1 more. Oh my goodness, we actually are going to be able to over deliver. Hold on, let me just place the last one right here. Let me just do that. There we go. And we're gonna kick up the tailgate. Oh no, I think I need to move this one. I think that should be good right there. All right, so we couldn't put 1 more. I'm gonna return it where I got it from. There we go. And we should now be able to get out of here. You guys, oh no, I think I have to take the top ones off. My truck does not want to move. Hold on, let me see if this works out. Alrighty, everyone, we now have all of the hay bales on the back of the pickup. We're gonna start making our way towards my buddy's barn. I think it's gonna be, hold on, let me check the map. It's gonna be right here, all the way in the corner of the map. So we have quite the drive. So far, I think this update has been pretty amazing because you can now put hay bales on the back of your pickup, which is pretty cool, and it makes it much more realistic. But anyways, look at the interior on this thing. It's got like a nice beige color, and it's got some really nice leather seats. Look at that. Yo, these leather seats are also very comfortable. But let's make a turn right here. We are near my buddy's house. It's gonna be over there on the right side. We're probably like 1 minute away from arriving, and it looks like we might make it in time because the sun is barely at, ooh, it's at 5 p.m. Well, okay, maybe we're a little bit short on time, so let's step on it. Alrighty, everyone, we are now at my buddy's house, and as you guys can see, the barn is gonna be on the left side. So I think I'm gonna turn this thing around and back this thing up, and I think this is going to be a nice spot. So let's start unloading all of the hay bales. So let me open up the barn. There we go. This is a nice barn. Yo, I can't believe he actually ended up building all of this with his bare hands. And what is this room right here? Is this a bathroom? Wait, hold on, what is this? Oh, it looks like it's still in construction. I wonder what he's building right here. But anyways, let's get these hay bales unloaded from the back of the bed. Look at that. Yo, we have a lot of hay bales in here. That is crazy. So let's begin by grabbing this hay bale right here. We're gonna place it right here in the corner. Let me place it right here. We're gonna grab the one all the way on top, which is this one right here. Ugh. Now this one is gonna go, I think I might build like a little pyramid. I think that would look pretty cool. So I'm gonna place one right there, another one right there. I didn't mean to close that. Now this one is gonna go right there. We're almost finished, you guys. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4 more hay bales. Number 2, number 3, and number 4. Oh wait, I have 1 more in the bed. All right, so let me grab that one, and I'm gonna put it right at the top. So let's put this one right at the top. Oh, there we go. And boom, we have placed all of the hay bales and successfully delivered it to my buddy's farm. Well, I guess the little barn, not farm. Anyways, I'm gonna pull this door right here, pull it all the way, and then I'm gonna pull this one all the way. Ugh, come on, pull it, and boom. What a success, you guys. With this beautiful truck that they added, well, I guess revamped in the game, we managed to deliver hay bales, a full stack actually, to my buddy's barn. But right now, we're gonna start making our way towards the mechanic shop because we're gonna go and pick up our truck. By the way, you guys, should I sell the GMC, the black GMC Ultimate, which is my work truck, with this one right here? I think this one's pretty nice, you guys. Not only is it faster, but it's not a bad looking truck. So make sure to let me know in the comments if I should switch out these trucks with this one right here. But it looks like we have arrived at Tenny's, or yeah, I don't know what that is called, to return the truck. It is mine right now. I'm currently leasing it, which means it technically is mine, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it, and if I do, I might switch it out. Let me know in the comments. But if you guys did enjoy this video and update, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another 8 p.m. video, and as you guys can see, it is another beautiful day, and today we're gonna be buying the brand new truck. Well, I guess the truck they added last week in 8 p.m. I believe it's a Ram. It's a beautiful truck that we're gonna be buying today, and we're gonna be doing the first job with it. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe because it means so much to me, and let's begin with the video. So we're gonna be taking our work truck today, our GMC Denali Ultimate. Look at the beauty on this thing. Isn't this thing an amazing looking truck? But first things first, we gotta go and head over to the trailer store so we can pick up a trailer and then pick up our truck at the dealership, which is gonna be located, let me quickly show you guys. It's gonna be located right at this spot right here. So we have quite the long and busy day today, so let's get started. Well, I guess we have been starting. By the way, I did want to say thank you guys for all the support, all the likes, all the comments. It means so much to me. I've been getting a lot of comments, but I've been trying my best to respond to all of them. Anyways, we gotta make a left turn on this intersection right here. Make sure the road is clear, just like so. And then we gotta make a right turn on this street right here. So let's already turn on our blinkers and let's pull into the road just like so. And now the trailer store should be straight right here. We're gonna go through the car wash and then loop around to the front. So let's go through the car wash. Let's get a free car wash. 3, 2, and we just got a free car wash. Let's go. All right, let's see. Where is our trailer? I don't see any trailers. Oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am so blind. I cannot see. All right, so this is the trailer that we are going to be taking today. So let me quickly connect this to my truck just like so. Let me just make sure everything is safe and secure. All right. Oh, no. Good thing I checked because look at the ramps. We got to throw those ramps back up. All right, now it looks like we are ready to go. So let me hop in my truck and let's make our way to the dealership. And thankfully, the dealership is literally down the road. So let's make a left turn. Let me turn on my blinkers. Oh, my blinkers aren't working. Oh, there you go. I kind of got scared. I was like, oh no. And then let's make a right turn on this road. Looks like the road is clear and let's make this turn. And by the way, you guys, I've been thinking about selling this truck. I don't know if I should. I've been thinking about buying an older truck. It's still a work truck, but it's faster. This one is way too slow for me, but it does look really good. So let me know if I should sell this Denali. But anyways, we are at the dealership. As you guys can see right there, look how good this truck looks. Oh my goodness, it looks so nice. All right, let me just turn around and let me line up the trailer with the truck, and I think that is gonna be good. Let me just hop out. Oh, wait, did I put it in park? Oh yeah, I did. All right, let's throw down the ramps just like so, and then oh my, let's check out this beautiful ram truck. Oh my goodness, dude, this looks so beautiful. Look at this. It's even got a toolbox. It's got these racks. Oh my goodness, dude, I'm in love with this truck. And before we hop in, let me check the time. Oh my goodness, it's already 1 p.m. We gotta hurry up because we have about 3 hours left until we have to finish this delivery job. So we gotta act fast because we still gotta head back home and drop off this trailer. All right, so let me park this right around here. Let me just strap it up just like so. All right, the straps are all the way up and the ramps are as well. And let's get into our GMC and let's start making our way back home because I'm gonna drop off this work truck and take the brand new truck to deliver all these hay bales. They're like a square hay bales. It's really cool, but really heavy. But let me pull out onto the road, and now we're gonna start making our way back home. The drive should be hopefully not too long, but do not worry, you guys. You guys know I drive when I have to. I can drive very fast. Alrighty, I'm gonna start slowing down because we have a dirt road that we have to take a right. So let me slow down. And oh my goodness, it's kind of hard to slow down when you're carrying a huge truck right behind you. But I will say this, it has no issue pulling the truck because this thing has a good amount of power and a good amount of wheels on this thing. It's got like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wheels. Oh my goodness. But would you look at that? I could see my house in the distance right there. Can you guys see it? My house in the distance? Yep, I'm pretty rich, you guys. I'm pretty rich. But anyways, let's make a right turn and pull into our driveway. And oh my goodness, look at these beautiful trees. All right, so I'm gonna park up right on the side of my driveway. I think right around here is actually, you know what, let me get a little bit closer to the entrance. So right here is a good spot. Let me just turn this thing off. And should I turn on my emergency lights? You know what, I am. Let me turn on my emergency lights. It looks pretty cool. Anyways, let me throw down the ramps and then let's get into this truck. Let's get it started. Oh my goodness, you guys, it sounds really good. Let's make our way back to the trailer store because we gotta go and pick up another trailer, because how else are we gonna pick up these hay bales? But anyways, let's make a left turn, and I kind of want to test this truck out, so I'm gonna quickly step on it just to see how fast this thing is. And oh, 60, 70, 80, 90. Oh my goodness, this truck is so fast. Oh my goodness, chat, this thing is so fast, but not as fast as the Ram TRX. That thing is a complete machine, but this thing is pretty fast as well. But anyways, we are back in the city. How much time do we have? Oh my goodness, we have less than 2 hours now. All right, we are back at the trailer store, so let me quickly pull in and I'm gonna quickly run into the store and order a brand new trailer. So park right there. It's gonna be really fast. Come on, let's go. We don't have too much time. We're running out of time, so let me open up the menu. Let's order this one, and there you go. I just ordered a brand new trailer, so let's go and check it out right now. I think it should be on the left side, so let me see. Oh, look at the reverse lights. That looks very sick. And there it is. So let me get this thing backed up, and we're gonna get it connected so we can run to the plain tool store and start picking up these hay bales. So let's see. Okay, so the store is right here, so let me quickly pull in, and I think I'm gonna park like diagonally so we can just start loading up these hay bales onto the trailers. Hold on, let me just quickly readjust myself. I'm super crooked. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, that is gonna be good right there. Let me just throw down the ramp and let's start picking up these hay bales. So let's begin with the first one. And oh my goodness, this is so heavy. This is so heavy. Oh, on accident, I deleted it. All right, we got our first hay bale and this thing is super heavy. Dude, my back is gonna hurt tonight. All right, let's see. Can I place it right here? And boom. Actually, that's way too far off. Hold on. I need to get closer. Right here. Boom. Nice. So let's go with our second one. There you go. And oh my goodness. And where is this gonna go? I think it's gonna go right here. I'm gonna try to place it right here and boom. Go, 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 go. This is gonna be our third hay bale. And this one's gonna go right next to this one right here. We're pretty much gonna surround this trailer with hay bales. That's what I kind of have in mind. And this one's really bad. Hold on. Let me fix this. All right. So I believe we are on to our fourth one. And oh my goodness, this thing is giving me trouble. So this one is gonna go right like right around here, I think. Ooh, perfect. We're halfway done. Well, kind of, because we only gotta go towards where this black line is. So let me grab another one. And you know what, I think I'm gonna finish this side first because I'm almost done with it. So let's place this one right here and then let's go back and grab another one. And this one's gonna go right here. And then I think I'm gonna be able to place one like right here. So let me grab this one. By the way, this job is gonna pay me like $2,000, which is not bad. It's gonna end up paying off the truck, which is definitely not bad. It's gonna help me pay off the truck right there. So let me grab another hay bale. We're almost done. Look at the progress we made in a short amount of time. All right, so let's place this one right here. And then I think we need like two more. We're gonna try to squeeze in two more right there. If not, then I'm gonna move another one towards the left side so we can squeeze in two more. But either way, we gotta get two more right here. But let's place this one. And okay, so let me actually move this because I don't think we're gonna have space. Let's place this one just like so. And now we should have enough space to place another hay bale. Hold on, let me get closer. All right, now I have enough space to put another one and we should be done with this job. Now we just gotta go and deliver this. So let me pull up the ramps and let's start making our way to the farm where we gotta go and drop these off. So let me turn off my emergency lights and let me just check the map just to make sure we're gonna go the right way. And yeah, the farm is right here. And how much do we have on time? And we have about 30 minutes. Oh my goodness, you guys, we are cutting it really close. But good thing we have the dirt road right here. So let's pull in just like so. And all we have to do is drive down this road and make a left turn and we should be at our destination. But oh my goodness, you guys, what an eventful day. We picked up our truck and then we picked up the trailer, picked up the hay bales, and now we're about to finish off this job and the day with a huge W. So let's make a left turn right here and then let me make one more turn into the farm right here. And let's see. Okay, I see like a little barn right here and I think we gotta go and drop these off right here. So let me turn on my lights because it is kind of dark in here. And then oh, I forgot this thing. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna keep it off because it is gonna be so loud and it's gonna waste so much gas. So we gotta work a little bit in the dark. So let's start picking up these hay bales and let's start throwing them right here at the stack. There you go. One. Let me grab another one. Back to the stack. Third is gonna be right here. Now this one's gonna go all the way towards the end. Boom. And let's see. Oh my goodness, I accidentally sat on one. Let's grab this one. You go right here and we are about halfway done. Look at this. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 more to go. So this is gonna be our 6th one and then our 5th. Let's go, dude. I am so hyped to get paid. Should I go to Texas Roadhouse or how should we celebrate? I love Texas Roadhouse. But let me place this one right here. 3 more to go. We got 1, 2 and 3. So let's grab this one, place it here. Second, back on the hay bale stack, and then the last one is going to be right here. So in 3, 2 and 1, boom. Look at that, delivery successful. We just gotta throw up the ramps and drop this trailer off where we got it from. So let me hop in back in my truck and let's make our way back to the trailer store because this trailer is not mine. I borrowed it for 2 hours. So let's quickly make my way over there, or make our way over there, and let's finish completing the job by doing so. And we are back at the trailer store. So let me turn around and let me get this thing dropped off. I'm gonna park it right here. Let's back up and finish delivering this trailer. So let me just quickly hop out, disconnect it, and then we're probably gonna start making our way back home because look at that, we delivered the trailer. And I'm gonna start making my way back home. And oh, hold on, I didn't mean to turn on my headlights. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna start making my way back home and I'll meet you guys over there. And home sweet home. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so tired. I think my back is gonna hurt tomorrow morning. I'm definitely gonna feel it. But let me back into my driveway just like so. Let me get this thing parked up, turn it off, and oh my goodness, you guys, what an amazing day. Not only did we get paid, but we got a brand new truck. Look at this, we got the TRX, we got this beautiful Ram 1500, I think that's what it is, and this beautiful GMC Ultimate, the finale. Oh my goodness, how cool is that? But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys onto the next one. What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and today is going to be our first day of becoming a U-Haul driver. So we're gonna go and help out a citizen because he's gonna end up moving out of his house and moving to a different one. We were hired to become their U-Haul driver. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we have our work truck right here. Look how beautiful this thing is looking. Oh my goodness, I just had a wash and look how shiny this thing is. Oh lord. All right, let me hop in. Oh wait a minute, I forgot to close my door. Okay, it's locked. Never mind. I'm a little bit paranoid, you guys. I'm a little bit paranoid, but let me turn on this bad boy on and let's start making our way to the implement store, which is going to be located right here, so we can pick up this U-Haul truck, because right now I do not have this U-Haul truck. So we're gonna make our way over there. But look how beautiful today is, a beautiful and sunny day. I'm so happy that the snow has officially gone and we pretty much have everything back to normal. Look at all the water, because I think last month I think that thing was still frozen, but everything is back to normal. But we have a stop sign right here, so let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a left turn right here, and we are now officially back into the city. Wait a minute, do I need gas? No, it looks like I have a full tank of gas, so I'm not gonna go pass by and get gas right now, but we are gonna make our way. Wait a minute, where is the implement store? Oh, it's right here. I kind of got confused for a second. I thought I had passed it, but it was a mechanic shop. But let's pull in right here and look at this. This is gonna be the U-Haul truck that we're gonna be taking today. So let me get this thing parked right here. All right, let me just make sure I don't hit the post. And oh, that is so bad. That is so bad. All right, let me turn this bad boy on. And can I change the drivetrain? Oh, I can. Awesome. What's this? What? Amber lights? I don't think I'm gonna need this. I'm just gonna be a U-Haul for today. All right, let's make a turn right here, just like so, and we're gonna make a left turn on this intersection, and we're gonna officially make our way to the property. So let's turn on our blinkers like so. And honestly, this property is kind of far away. Oh, hold on, let me be careful. I don't want to be going off the road, but let me show you guys where the property is. It's gonna be all the way over here, this property right here. I'm pretty excited. Honestly, I do not know what kind of stuff we're gonna be moving today. And oh my goodness, I forgot the ramps. I need ramps. No way. I need to make an emergency U-turn right here. I forgot to pick up the ramps, because how else are we gonna load up the things on the back of the trailer? All right, let me turn off my emergency light and let's make our way to the tool store. I think it's called the RP tool store. So we're gonna make our way back, and I'm kind of stepping on it because we're already kind of doing bad on time, and the sun is already about 11 a.m. So let me make a right turn right here, and then we're gonna make a left and pull into the little center right here. And okay, let me just quickly park right here. Let me just turn on my let me just turn on my emergency lights, open this bad boy on, and honestly I don't know which kind of ramps we're gonna need, but I'm gonna be safe and I'm gonna take both of these. And oh, there we go. And yeah, this is one of them and this is a second one. All right, so let's go over here. Gonna go to the side, close that, and oh my goodness, you guys, this is so heavy. All right, let me put this one in the back, like so. And oh my goodness, I forgot to put this one to the back as well. This is so heavy, like that. All right, it's now in the back of the box truck, and we can now make our way out of here. Let me just quickly back up, beep beep. All right, like that, and let's get out of here. We can now make our way to the property. And oops, I forgot to turn on my blinkers, but it's okay, there is no one here today, so you guys know the drill. I'm gonna step on this thing so fast. Honestly, this is actually, yo, this thing is moving. We're almost hitting 120 miles per hour. Yo, this is crazy. All right, we have a dirt road right here that we gotta make a left turn. So let me turn on the blinkers just like so, and the house should be down this road. Let's keep a watch out on where it is. And okay, so it's not this one, it's gonna be on the right side. Let's see, I feel like we're super close. Wait a minute, is it this one? I think it's gonna be this one. All right, let me no, let me back up a little bit. I almost ended up missing completely the entrance. All right, let's go onto the dirt road, or I guess this is not a dirt road. They have concrete. They're pretty modernized. But anyways, it looks like one of the first things we're gonna be taking is this really old lawnmower. Look at how old this thing is. All right, we're gonna be taking this lawnmower. So let me open the back of the box truck and let me take out the ramps. I'm gonna take out the big ones. I'm gonna get this thing closer because I don't know the distance I should put the ramps. So I'm gonna place this one right here, and then I think this one is gonna go right there. So let me hop on and let me load up the lawnmower. Look at this. Oh, a little bit back, and awesome. We have the lawnmower loaded up on the back of the U-Haul box. Honestly, I should have used like a different trailer, but I think that is going to work fine. Let's remove the ramps and close up the doors because we're gonna make our way to his new property and get this thing delivered, and we're gonna come back and pick up the last item he has secretly hiding in that garage right there. Hold on, let me show you guys right there in that garage. So let's make our way over there. But so far this job has been pretty easy. Honestly, it's gonna be the easiest $500 of my life because that is going to be the amount that I will be getting paid with this job. And by the way, you guys, some of you guys have been asking where the Discord link is, and it's going to be in my YouTube bio. So it's going to be there, and I think I have made a little YouTube post as well for you guys to join. I've been talking with a lot of you guys. You guys have been very nice, very kind, and honestly the best people I could ever ask for. So oh my goodness, that was a giant bump. But anyways, let's continue with delivering these. As you guys can see, his brand new house is right up here. So let me turn, and we're gonna make one more turn right here. And oh my goodness, we gotta go up this hill. Oh, come on, step on it, step on it. You can do it. And here is his house right here. All right, let me get this thing turned around, and we're gonna get it unloaded. Where should we unload this? I think we should just leave it like at his front yard or something like that. I think that is going to be fine. I forgot to turn off my engine, but let's open up the doors. And oh my goodness, I hit my head. Let's put the first one and the second ramp right there, and we can now unload this bad boy out of here. So let me turn on this thing, and there we go. Oh, ooh, should we cut his grass? Actually, no, I should charge him for that. But we're gonna get this thing parked right up front, and we're gonna get out of here because we're gonna remove the ramps, close up everything, and oh, hold on, let me put on the ramps, and we're gonna go pick up the second and last item for today, and then we're gonna be done with this U-Haul job because the sun is going down pretty fast. What time is it? Oh my goodness, you guys, it's already 4 p.m. All right, let's go. Let's stop, turn on our blinkers, and let's get out of here. Ooh, it looks like the drag strip is right here. Why is it always empty, you guys? Every time I come by, the drag strip is always empty. What the heckers? Alrighty, everyone, we are now back to the guy's property. We're gonna pull into his driveway, and we're gonna get this thing turned around so we can set up the ramps and unload, or I guess load the second thing he's got right here. I actually don't know what it is, so I'm really excited to see what it is. We put the truck in park and turned it off, so let's actually open up the garage and let's see what it actually is. And oh my goodness, no way, this is from the army. I think, I don't know, it's got like an army like decal going on, but this thing is so cool. I wonder if this thing can go in the water. I think it can. Look at this thing. Yo, wait, can this thing spin? Oh my yo, this is crazy. Look at this. Oh, let me go this way. Oh no, I'm getting dizzy now. All right, so let me close this bad boy. How do I close this? Oh, it's right here. Wait, hold on, I'm very curious right now. I want to test this thing out. Let's I don't think he's home, so hopefully he does not know. All right, let's go down here and test it out. I wonder if it can go in the water. And oh, it can. Look at this, it can drive in the water. Look at this. Yo, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Yo, I want one of these. How much is this? Does anyone know in the comments how much this thing is? I really want one. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get this thing loaded up because the sun is going down. Oh, am I stuck here? Oh no, that would have been a scary situation. Wait a minute, I think he's home. Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Oh, I think he was home. I swear on my mama the TV was on. All right, let me turn this on and let's get out of here. Let me spin the rule of this thing. Let me just align it just like so, and let's put the ramps. Well, I guess let me get the ramps out. So I think I'm gonna put these smaller ramps. I think it should be good. So we're gonna put them like so, and oh my goodness, this thing is so hard to maneuver. All right, I'm gonna go. Oh no, do not mess up. This thing is not mine. All right, let's get this thing loaded up, and oh no. Okay, you know what, we're gonna put the bigger ramps. Let's put the bigger ramps. We're not gonna put these. All right, so let's switch them out. Stop making my life so hard. Okay, so now we can get an idea on where to put the ramps. So we're gonna put the ramp right there, and then the second one is gonna go right there. All right, so we are now ready to put this ATV thing right on the back of our U-Haul truck, and I think that is going to work. Let me just make sure everything is good. Oh my goodness, and yeah, it looks like everything is good. Actually, hopefully I am not too out. If I am, then I am gonna have to readjust the ATV. But okay, moment of truth, it looks like it's all nice and ready. So let me put these ramps on the back of the box truck, and now it's time to make our way to his new property so we can finally be finished with his job. So let's make a left turn right there, and let's stop on it, you guys. Let's see how fast this thing can go again. Maybe downhill we can hit 120, and we did 130. Oh, we can't hit 130. All right, we imagine just driving down the road and you just see this thing fly by, a giant U-Haul truck. That's so funny. All right, let's slow down because we have a dirt road right here, and but we are now back pretty much to his property. So let's pull right into his driveway right here, and let's go up and let's finally be finished with this job. So let me turn right here just like so, and we're gonna open up his garage. So let me open this bad boy and open up the back of this box truck. And before I do forget, I want to put up the ramps, take them. Oh my goodness, I always hit my head. Ouch, I have head injuries. I always hit my head. All right, so let me hop in and let's get this thing unloaded into the garage. All right, look at that, we are now loaded up in the garage. Let me just close the garage. I'm so small. Take off the ramps just like so, throw them in the back, and let's get out of here because we are now done with our job. Now we have one last task, and that is to drop this thing off back at the implement store. But with the magic and the power of editing, I'm gonna be there in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty everyone, we are now back at the implement store. Let me get this thing parked up. I'm gonna try to do a better job than I did when I parked my truck, because look at this thing. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so embarrassed. What the heck, I'm surprised I did not get a ticket or get this thing towed. But we're gonna make our way to the church. So right here, just like so. I don't think I've ever been to a church. I've always wanted to check this place out, and oh my goodness, look at this, it's so beautiful in here. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one.